He found in the YouTube link.
Somebody did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Charles put it up.
Okay.
Oh. Thank you, Charles. Alright, so anyhow, it appears to be a nice, bright, sunny day. In Lumia, you all are chilling at the guild, doing whatever it is. Let's go ahead and introduce yourself and your character. And we'll start at the top with Chris and introduce Mist and what he happened to be doing at the guild on this fine, sunny day.
I'm probably just recovered for being dead. And having my... Can I bring my first mate? Or...
Can you?
You
The
probably
island.
know you're going to a volcano because you'll be informed the shard's in a volcano.
Okay, I probably don't bring him then. Yeah, I'm getting healed by my first mate and just lay in the bed and resting probably. Doing some pull-ups sometimes when I muster, but nothing else.
What's Mist look like?
Mist is tabaxi who look more like a lion and a cat. He have long ears and some ankles because he totem animal is the antelope. So he's a mix between a lion and an antelope. And he's a big, robust, very fast cat. Oh, lion, sorry. Yeah.
Lion-telope.
Yeah.
Alright, very good. And then next, we're going to introduce Adrian. Describe yourself, Adrian, and what he would be doing at the guild.
Adrian is he's a high elf. Blonde hair, white skin. Somewhat normal height. He'd be at the guild because he's probably one of the people scrying the location, so he's collecting everyone to go get the shard.
And what would you be using for scrying? A crystal ball? A pool of water? Crystal ball?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're hunched over a crystal ball. What are you dressed like?
Dressed like a Venture. He wears studded leather armor. He has a bag of holding tucked in his on the backside of his armor, so he doesn't have to carry it or lug it around. He just tucks it in there.
Oh, awesome.
Has a staff. He also has a sword on one side of the hip and a rapier on the other.
And next up, we're going to go with Oral. Oral, go ahead and describe yourself and what you would be doing in the guild.
He wouldn't actually be scrying in the guild hall. He has his own place. Because he is the Archmage, he would be doing all that stuff.
Okay, let's say you're at the guild at the moment, then reporting on your scrying.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, Oral is half-elf, with long fair hair, standing himself at about 6'9" height, pretty towering sideways, really big and defined muscles, especially for elvish standards. And he will be at the guild wearing this quite reluctant plate armor, and with a green cloak with a symbol of the city of Illumina on his back. And he will be probably, after coming back from the last mission and also having his temple resident, the temple to Lord Thunder he ordered long ago finally finished, he'll probably be at the guild trying to gather support to man the temple at first, and also if he heard the rumors of the a new shard has been found to collect and hopefully defeat the chaos sometime soon. He will be around for waiting for the rumors and seeing what must to be done.
Yeah. And one thing I forgot to add, Atron's only been active the last few days because was one recovering from being petrified and another recovering from being dead.
Both are very malicious conditions. I've had that happen to me before too. It sucks.
Yeah. But probably not
back.
simultaneously.
Oh man, thank God. That double whammy of stone death? Horrible. Okay. Next up we have Scribe. Go ahead and introduce yourself and what you would be doing up the hill this nice, bright, sunny day.
Scribe is like, you poor babies. I had my head cut off one time. The other time, my entire body was beat into a pulpy mush. Being turned into stone would be nice.
Did you get the head of Vecna when you were decapitated?
Yeah, the head came back. The time I got beaten to mush, that did not come back. I had to get a new body after that. So, Scribe appears to be a pale, dark-haired young woman. Somewhat attractive, but not like what some people would call a total babe or anything like that. If my screen sharing is working and those watching can see it, that's Scribe. That's what Scribe looks like. And yes, that is a pistol. She's got stuff into her belt down there. Scribe would probably be at the guild. Well, for one reason, she pretty much lives at the guild. But God, everybody's been talking about being dead, so she kind of is interesting to see how everybody died. So she's going to go around and ask everybody's like, "How did you die? And how did you die? Ooh, that was nasty. And how did you die?" That's
awesome.
pretty much what she's doing.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, then Throac. Last but definitely not least, go ahead and describe yourself and what you would be doing.
Throac's a mountain dwarf. Where he used to have blonde hair, it's now a shock of pure white hair. Both his head and his beard are pure white from an unfortunate incident with a Ifrit who has a sense of humor. He's wearing plate mail armor, but where Oral's is beautiful and shiny and looks perfect, Throax has what look like nicks and scars all over his. But if you were to look really closely, they're dwarven runes, but they're turned all kinds of different directions, and you don't really know what it's saying, but there's probably words in there. He's probably sitting at a table with Ralph discussing how we're, the eventual memorial to Krisk.
What happened to Krisk?
Krisk died from the spell plague. His, he was permanently dead, unlike everybody else who's bitching and moaning. So
you can complain once you've died.
I even got that beat. I didn't want to come back, and some evil god brought me back against my will.
The Rock's gonna roll his eyes at Scribe yet again, having to one up everybody with her "I'm dead" story.
You even had to die worse than us.
I've been dead more than once, for that matter.
But yeah, he's planning the Krisk Memorial Trade School, and with Ralph, they recently bought a warehouse that they're going to turn into basically a living memorial for Krisk.
Okay. All right. And as you all are doing such, and Scribe is walking around going, "I died 10 times as hard as that." In walks a lady who this is the one picture I've managed to get today. Sorry, I've been a little overwhelmed helping this guy with a paper for his master's history course. And yeah, I don't even have a bachelor's degree, but still. This is the one picture I managed to get. This lady walks into the guild. She's like, "Excuse me, but I have heard that you are in search of shards of ultimate chaos magic. Is this correct?"
Something
yes,
like
but
that.
how did you find out?
I happen to have received. Excuse me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lady Muriel of the Order of the Mace, and we are in the far Northlands, and a small order, but still we keep watch over this spot where armies of undead have been unleashed upon the land before, and we are there to make sure they do not break free from our leaguer that we have set there. We do our part as the guild in keeping this world safe. But I have received a vision from the founder of our order, Saint Cuthbert. Not the Greyhawk guy, but it's a good name. That a shard has been located in a volcano many thousands of miles from here, and that I should come here to you to help you find it. Are you all interested?
Sure.
I guess so.
I must stress, this is not for the faint of heart, nor the experienced. From the vision that I have gathered, this shard is kept in the midst of an active volcano and is guarded by a great beast. I need only the greatest heroes.
Well, let's put it
Yes,
this
but
way.
what kind of beast?
The visions are vague. It is great, large, powerful.
Winged, on fire.
Fire. I get visions of fire and teeth and gnashing and pain, searing pain is what I get when I remember that part of the vision.
Yeah, we can handle that.
Although we haven't had the best track records with red dragons.
Do you have experience with creatures such as this?
Well, experience of getting rode by them.
Hmm.
Oh, so maybe I should seek help otherwise. Those who are more akin
Oh,
to.
to be fair, the dragon had a group of wizards, so it's kinda not a fair fight.
Well, if this indeed do be a dragon, which I agree, it does sound like one, then I would assume that he has help minions of some kind.
Yeah. Minions we can handle. That dragon had arch wizards. Not quite a fair fight.
Yeah, but we have an archwizard too. You.
And another one that's quite powerful, if you ask me. I mean, and he's fucking tough.
We've got Adrian. Who's the tough one?
Oral is pretty tough.
He was saying the tough wizard.
You
Oh,
do look like a strapping young fellow there, Sir Oral.
let's put it this way. Oral is so tough, he's the only one of us who's not come back from the dead.
You all have
I-
tried before? You're not undead, are you? As she reaches down at her side to unloose her mace from her side. You're not.
I'm
minions
fairly
of the
certain
undead,
that-
are you?
I'm fairly certain that the Morning Lord wouldn't choose an undead to be his champion.
Sucker.
Yeah, he kind of hates those kind of creatures.
Yes,
Hey.
but you are the one who has. The others have died. What
Hey.
foul magic has brought you back?
I was raised, and I point my thumb over to Miss. He was resurrected, so
Your corpses have not been animated and filled with foul demons from the nether regions to hunt and slaughter mankind?
Not
no,
yet.
that would make my wife angry.
Well,
Oh, fiance.
Her hand relaxes and goes back away from her mace at her side.
Yeah, that's-
Look warily at the rest of you. Well, I assume that, dear Oral, I've heard many tales of your daring deeds and how you are a champion of Illumina. You would not be hanging out with such wretched creatures like
I pull out
vampires
my
or...
longsword and I cut my fingertip. See, red blood.
That does seem like you all warmth and blood, flesh and blood, like a living man.
Yeah, of course I couldn't hang just with undead. I mean, as I said, I'm usually commanded to slay them, not to, you know. That's kind of my thing.
Okay. Fair enough. Would you all be up to this task?
Yeah. Well, we were probably going to go there either way if you were coming or not. So
I have been blessed by the powers of our founder, Saint Cuthbert. I can take you all there if you will have me and guide you to the place in about a day.
Oh, that's damn fast indeed.
Oh yes, the chariot of Cuthbert is amazing. It can hold you all.
Okay. I'm ready to go whenever everybody else is.
All right. What preparations would you all need? What time do you require? It is. May I warn you that the volcano is not a safe place, and it is in the middle of an arid desert.
I need some healer potions.
Yeah, I couldn't mind getting some too. I got pretty depleted on our last mission with that wizard. He was a resourceful one.
Yeah, and we didn't even get a spell book, damn it.
Oh, that's always lame. Kill a wizard and not get a spell book. That is something I have. I'll just, like me, Mike Walker, will say I do not like in the D&D published modules. Like, how do you not get a wizard spell book? Why is that never in the treasure when you kill a wizard?
hey, Throak defeated a wizard. He could have took his spell book.
We kind of defeated him, but we never found his spell book.
No, I'm talking about the Mage Town.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, that was some bullshit. He had some bullshit, basic ass. Ah.
That's one upside.
And that kind of thing, should have had way more spells.
Yeah,
sorry.
That's one of the upsides of using a monster manual wizard. That you don't have to worry about your PCs getting overly whelmed with powerful spells.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because they do kind of suck.
We do have a lot of spells right now. I fortunately found the spell book from that other wizard, and we're good on spells for right now. There's some that we're missing.
Well,
anyways, sorry. I'm ready whenever. I would like to get some healing potions too, but that's it.
Okay. How long will it take you to acquire these potions? When shall I return here to take you all there?
Few hours.
As you wish, my lords. I appreciate your help in this endeavor, and may the light of St. Cuthbert thus guide our way, and may the mace of him destroy any that stand in our way and break forth any obstacles that set before us.
Sure.
We might try to do the best for the city and its denizens, but we aren't really lords. You don't need to call us like that. At the very least, I'm not. It's a bit weird.
But you are the one I've heard of. Your legends oral are legendary.
And
Really?
I technically have a title.
Well, you might have.
I I guess technically I'm a diplomat for the city, so I guess maybe that's kind of a title.
Ambassador is a rank of very, very high dignity.
It's only ever
Looks
really
like
come in
Miss
handy.
and I are the only ones without titles here. Wait a minute.
Oh, we may be. Oh,
I'm the fastest
We-
cat alive. Oh, lion. So that's my
we were
title.
hanging within the bulletin. We didn't knew it. Where are my manners?
She will bow and make her leave.
Mm.
So you'll have a couple hours to kill to do whatever. What would you like? Anything like you buy some potions? Fine. Just I'm assuming regular like $50 gold piece player's handbook healing potions or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should be a few greater potions kicking around as well, since
Yeah, I'd like
Chaos
to.
is
I'd like to
gone.
find 2 greater.
I'd like to buy some of those too if I can.
so there's probably somewhere between 4 and 8 greater somewhere around the city.
I'll let the more experienced UAG DMs figure out how to adjudicate that if you can get them or not.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
given the recent magic, I don't think there will be a great supply to recent magic problems, but well, maybe.
Oh, you can
if
always
someone-
just roll a d4 plus 4, and that's how many greater healing potions they can find.
Doing it. You can find 5. Sorry, fellas. Rolled low.
No worries. What's the cost on those?
They're 100.
How much?
100 per.
Can I buy 3 then?
I'll take the other 2.
Damn it.
I was
You want
totally
one, Oral?
dry for healing.
It's okay. I guess I can view a few standard ones.
I always feel it's best to divvy
No, it's
up
okay.
focus evenly across the party, just in case somebody, whoever happens to go down,
Yeah,
ransack through their pack.
1 Oral.
Okay.
And I don't need any, but just in case it should come up in combat, like I go down or something, I've got 4 regular healing potions and 3 healing potions on me.
And as for regulars, as far as I'm concerned, you can have as many as you'd like to carry.
What you said?
Limited
For
capacity.
regular?
Regular ones, the 50 gold piece, ones in the PHP.
Yeah, but
As far as I'm concerned, as many as you want to carry.
really? Huh.
How many you want to carry?
Yeah, but it depends how you're gonna carry those.
Yeah.
Bag of holding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one.
Yeah,
I think-
somebody did mention a bag of holding. That could be a little ludicrous.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually. Oral is going to buy like 20 of them.
Does Oral have a bag of holding as well?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was actually his first magic item. So long ago.
they are pretty dandy.
Can I buy some holy water? Because you said it was undead fin. And I'm really scared for undead fin now. So
Okay. She did mention that that's what her order does. Is there and anybody would like to make a history check or anything to determine the order of the mace?
I'm
I could try.
All right. If you want, I mean, you can just like take her word on what she said. That'd be
I
fine.
got a 19.
Yeah, you're very familiar with the order. Just a small order of clerics and knights that live in a keep, well-fortified keep, over a hot spot where, over the history, centuries, periodically there have been outbreaks of undead. It is rumored that underneath the keep and the ruins of it, there used to be a portal to another dimension where undead came from, and so it was believed that was the origin of the undead's core. And they have been living there and defending it and keeping the undead menace contained for several centuries now. Their founder, St. Cuthbert, had a Mace of Disruption as his legendary holy artifact, and it is revered by the order. It is the symbol of it, the Order of the Mace, the Mace of Disruption wielded by their original founder.
So how much holy water can I buy?
1d4 plus 4. That
Holy
would be
water is hard to make.
6.
I'm trying to buy all this, so I'm sure I have some holy water. I'm not gonna die to undead.
It's 50 gold per vial
Why?
because holy water is expensive.
I thought it was
Because the church
25.
needs money.
Is that PhD price?
Yeah, I think that's what it is in the PhD. I'm
No,
I'm okay
25.
with PhD price.
25, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was a good amount, but I couldn't quite remember.
I'm okay with
I might be thinking
25.
antitoxin. That's 50 gold.
It's not like you're buying it, it's just an donation you're making for your own good behalf. And
Especially since they can only make one vial per spell.
Well, I'm finished to buy stuff now, so.
Anybody else?
In the last couple hours or the last hour or so, can I run to the library and see if I can do a little bit of research about what was described to us? Maybe I can get lucky and kind of figure out what it might be, what
Sure.
the creature might be.
You can either roll a history or nature check.
Okay.
Are you like interested in the area or more of the mysticism of the vision?
The mysticism of the vision.
All right, I'll give that one more religion or arcana, your choice.
Arcana it is.
Alright.
That's going to be a 13. I'm going to bet I didn't find anything.
Same thing. There are many instances of visions being granted by gods and other beings. It's a common thing. Well, maybe not common, but is generally a signifier of great events and happenings.
Can I go to my personal library and try and find something?
Is your personal library better? I'm assuming.
It,
Yeah, sure.
it belonged to
Same
the
thing.
former Archmage of Illumina, so I assumed it was pretty good.
Hey, I'm assuming it's pretty good as well. Yeah, sure. Same thing.
That's a 29.
What
holy.
would you like to know, man? Yeah, you found it. You found it out. What would you like to know?
Anything and everything that will be important so we don't get caught off guard.
All right. You are familiar with St. Cuthbert and the Order of the Mace, everything that was given to you earlier in the history check, along with the fact that he is rarely grants visions to his followers. This is a very unusual thing. The imagery of it and the location of the volcano does lead you to believe that it is most likely a dragon because of the gnashing teeth. Instead of some sort of elemental, fire or volcano spirit. Otherwise, it wouldn't have, they wouldn't have teeth. So that does lead you to believe that it's probably a fire-breathing dragon. You also know that the Order of St. Cuthbert is generally not interested in outside things. Everything they have and do is generally dealt only with them and their duties of defending this keep and keeping the undead legions that dwell underneath in check. So that's most unusual that they have sent her here to help you in your search for the shard. That is highly unusual. Must be important. Anything you'd like to know? Because you found it out, dude.
Do I know where the volcano Did I find out the Zac volcano?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Those gentlemen-
Because I know the
Where-
teleportation spell, so for it to work effectively, I have to know everything about everything.
Just off of what you found in the library, though, you're not going to get a good. You know where it is. You can find it on a map,
Yeah.
but you're not going to be able to visually see it. What you have enough information, I suppose, to scry it if you so wanted to get a good visual to be able to teleport there. But
Yeah.
she's also offered to take you all there in a day's journey, so it's up to you.
Yeah.
You,
Well,
you could
it's
scry
just-
or something else to see it, to study it.
Yeah. It's yeah.
As for it's not a never seen. I don't know what the 5e requirements of teleportation are, but in the first edition, it wouldn't be never seen, but it would be studied or aware of or know. It would be a rank up from that, from the information you got in teleporting.
And there's similar area, off target, and on target and mishap. That's the 3 charts you roll on, and there's permanent circle, so I can automatically go to a teleportation circle that I know of, or associate object if it's an object that I had within the last 60 days. I can automatically teleport to it because it was mine. I am familiar to it.
Well, at the
Very
moment,
familiar, seen casually, viewed once, or going off a description.
there you go.
And
That
there's
would
also a false description table as well.
going off the description would be the where you're at in teleporting there at the moment without
Yeah.
scrying. But you feel capable of scrying to get seen up higher if you wanted.
Yeah,
to.
the scene once, which gives me a 25% to be on target. And a 43% chance of mishap.
Alright, would you like to scry it?
That is not a... I am... If I had this information yesterday, then yes, probably, but I'm in battle mode, so I don't have Scry prepared.
Okay.
The spells I prepare for when I'm in town and out of town are completely different.
As well, they should be.
Yeah.
You don't want to be walking around Illumina with fireball, 4 fireballs prepared. Well, I mean, back in the day when you had memorized spells.
Yeah.
I got 4 fireballs. What kind of fucking city do you live in?
Suggestion. I keep suggestion up.
Hey, that's always a good one, no matter what your scenario is. Anybody else want to do anything?
No. Just want to join that tavern or whatever it is.
I'm going to tell Adrian to see if he can find any dirt on why they would want to, that order would want to send a person to help us. And I have a simulacrum.
Cool, simulacrums are cool. Alright, what would you like him to do, specifically?
Find out if they have an ulterior motive to helping us find the shard.
And how would he go about doing that? Like I said, specifically, what would he be doing?
I have no idea. He has access to the same spells I do.
Okay.
He just can't recover spell slots. So,
Poor guy.
but he still has his full spell list. So, full spell slot. So, yeah.
Alright. So what would he try to do?
Scrying, research, setting, the
Like to scry.
yeah. Yeah. And he also has sending, so if he finds something
Would you like
interesting,
to say scry the the keep where the Order of the Mace resides?
Yeah.
Alright.
So he can use sending to if I'm out of town, he can just send the information to me with the spell.
Okay. Just FYI, when he scries the Order, he'll see a dark, bleak castle, armed to the teeth with knights and clerics all in full plate. Generally, their favorite weapon of choice is obviously a mace, the Order of the Mace.
Mm-hmm.
And they are patrolling and vigilant. You scroll through, you see, barracks sleeping. They seem to be going about, a regimented military type life. On occasion, they descend into the lower levels in squads of 5 to 10 and come back. The mace that is the symbol of the Order is kept in a grand place in the center under a crystal, like on display. It glows white, magical.
Mm.
They seem on edge and uneasy. They seem worried.
Mm.
Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay. Let's just assume he's keeping a watch on that place.
They have to make a DC 18 check.
To see if they notice.
Yeah.
Say a few do, but most don't. Those that do are extremely wary because, they'll point it out to everybody else and they'll be is it a mobile eye sensor or does it just stop in one point?
I think it can latch onto a person and move around with them. It's a sensor that stays like 10 feet away from a person and follows them.
Okay. In that case, let's just say you've got a guard, and eventually somebody will notice that the low-level schmuck guard is the source of it, and so he will eventually be put under watch. And willingly, too, at that. Under lock.
Yeah, you'd think clerics have a high wisdom save.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
A few of them will notice, some don't. It's a high DC, though. And so eventually you get that from the guy walking around, and eventually that guy is put under, in a cell, and he's willingly put in a cell and just stays there until it goes away.
Yeah.
All right. So everybody eventually shows back up at the guild, correct?
Yes.
Yep. Probably some quick prayers for guidance, and we're all set up.
And Lady Mira will come in and be like, "Oh, are you all ready now? I said you made all your preparations, and I can't stress this enough. This is possibly highly dangerous. Have you made arrangements in case?"
Anyway, the thing about scrying is only the person I'm scrying can notice it. It's an invisible sensor.
Oh, okay. So nobody else that he's seeing would notice. Let's just say you got a low-level guard, and so he'll walk around then. If nobody else has an opportunity to notice, then he'll just be walking around.
Yeah, because on a failed save, the spell creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target.
Mm-hmm.
You can see or hear through the sensor as if you were there.
Mm-hmm.
The sensor remains within 10 feet during the duration. It's only a 10-minute duration.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then 10 minutes, you got that goof, and if nobody else has a shot of noticing it, then
it's
in prison anyway.
A creature that can see invisible objects sees the sensor as a luminous orb about the size of your fist.
Let's assume that somebody there has that option. They're dealing with undead, and that can sometimes get a little tricky. They are extremely vigilant.
Yeah.
Somebody may have noticed that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what you're getting. It is a keep. It is well armed. It is armed. They're on edge. They are worried. They are patrolling their keep, and especially underneath, focused on what dwells underneath.
Yeah.
And the Mace of St. Cuthbert is kept under glass under, guard and honor guard, like in a museum piece, like, ooh, it's the Holy Reliquary. So Muriel is like, if you all are ready, then please follow me outside, and forgive anything that happens here. But alas, I must use the power of Saint Cuthbert and his divine magic to get us there, because Illumina is under a chaos magic thing, right?
Nope.
Nope.
It got pushed back by the native deities.
Well, fucking hey. Then she'll just boldly stride outside. Follow me.
Why do you think I had no problem with scrying and that? There's no chaos. Just
Awesome.
the shards.
Okay.
Well, actually, there is one zone, but it's like in the Arctic, so unless you go to the Arctic, you're not going to hit chaos magic. So,
Okay. And just FYI, it is a Mace of Disruption. Still handy dandy mace, but not necessarily against, dragons.
yeah.
Doesn't shine against dragons.
Yeah.
But she does have
Well, unless it's a Draco Lich.
let's just say it's a glowing mace that she has at her side.
Yeah.
Alright, and so she'll walk outside, and then she'll start chanting and praying to St. Cuthbert, and then suddenly materializing, it forms like little cinders. You can see flames sprinkling out along the ground of the street in front of there, and then it turns into big flaming bulls that are tethered and oxed, and stringing behind it on these flaming things is a large chariot, almost as large as a huge wagon, capable of holding all of you. And it rests and flows there. It's like, this is the flaming chariot of St. Cuthbert. It is extremely fast and capable of flight. With it, we will be able to arrive at our destination by sundown tomorrow. It is flaming, I know, and that is quite scary for some of you, but mind you not, if long as you put this, reach in and she'll grab a little vial of holy water, just a dab of this, and I say a prayer of the protection from Saint Cuthbert to you. The flames of this chariot will not harm you, but any creature who attempts to disrupt our flight will be burned significantly.
Adrian, couldn't you just get us there like now?
Yeah. I could get us like within like 5 or 6 miles of it, or a place similar.
Okay.
But
Just take the ride.
No, I'm not
Miss-
opposed to the ride. I was just figuring hurry and get it over with.
But Mistron, I have half the travel time anyway.
Only if it's mounted.
We are mounted, right?
I wouldn't say flying counts as mounted.
No, I think that's
Just
land
me.
travel only.
Doesn't
It
say
isn't-
that.
An homage to the old school spell Chariot of Sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
You remember it, Ty? I know you're of age.
Yeah, that
If
sounds.
you-
I figured it was something like that. The 5th edition version that you made up or something.
You can only cut travel time of marching speed. Of marching distance.
This is a super fast magical flying chariot.
Yeah. Your powers have no effect on it.
I mean, like, yeah, if you get on it, the description of it will be like, hair being blown back, your cape going out straight, the wind is just buffeting you. Oh, this land just speeding by you. It's like so super fast. Like Medea and Jason and the Argonauts chasing away. flames streaking across from those on the ground looking up at you. It'll be as if a comet has struck across the sky.
Great. Now we're going to cause religious fervor throughout the land.
Oh, like that wouldn't be a first time.
Oops. We forgot to turn our Holy Grail light on. I'm sorry.
Yay, religious fervor.
So do we hop on the flaming chariot pulled by flying fiery bulls? Or do we attempt... And how many people can you take with the teleport? I mean, it's only like...
I can take 8.
Oh, shit. That's everybody. Okay. You want to risk it?
Better get in the chariot.
I mean, this is going to be a quite unique experience. I'm eager to try it, if I'm to be honest.
Yeah, I assumed that you all would have some means of stuff. Anyway, so that's cool. Alright, so you hop on the chariot.
Yeah,
Grab
sure.
the reins, gives them a mighty flick, and then suddenly you're hooked back as the G-force takes off, and you're thrown back into there, and it takes off into the air like a comet, like a missile going off from the land, and you're suddenly airborne and high up above the city of Illumina, and it is fast dwindling into distance and becomes nothing more than a speck on the horizon, and the wind is rushing through your hair, and Oral's cloak is thrown out straight backwards, and you're barely you can hear anybody saying anything. The wind is just buffeting and roaring. As you're blasted through, and the sky below and the ground below you is like you're going fast forward as the rocks and mountains and then you're over the ocean, and the waves are just skimming up, and steam is rising as he dips it down lower into the ground, and the steam and the smog and come up like a big billowing cloud behind you as you streak along, and the flames are ablaze. And yeah, that happens for like a day. You travel across the land, because I'm assuming that this volcano is quite far away, correct? Like 1,000 miles, something like that.
Yeah, it's across the ocean, so yeah.
Right. This is very, very far away. And then as you hit across the ocean, the landscape begins to change, and what little vegetation there was disappears, and it becomes nothing more than as you're looking down at sand and rocks just thrown about, a dark brown, almost reddish tint to the clay of the ground, and is broken. And then as you near, suddenly as the sun is going down in the west behind you, you see this mountain arising in the distance, smoke coming up from the top of it, and a red glow around it. And as you rocket towards it, fast and furious, it starts to slow down and still get lower down to the ground. And as you near it closer, within a few miles, you see that there's a large encampment at the foot of this island, at the foot of this mountain. There appears to be tents and a Bedouin type people, sheiks, with camels and such like that, and they are encamped at the bottom of the mountain. And that is where Muriel takes and lowers the chariot down into. Now, in the encampment below, everyone seems to be near the foot of the island paying attention. There is a stage erected, and there are people on it, and they are shouting out towards the people in a strange language.
Strange to some, pretty sure not Throax.
I was just getting ready to ask what language it was.
I'm sure there is a way to do that, Javier. Is someone too loud or is someone too quiet? Am I too quiet or too loud?
Yeah, I feel you are like quieter than the rest. So my problem is if I up the volume, then the rest are too loud. And if I use like the normal volume, you're a bit. I mean, it's not terrible, but you're a bit on the low side.
Yeah.
I
On
also
the
have my phone with my hand in front of the microphone. Is it better now?
there's in the hangout on the left side, there's a control room. I think you have the ability to modify people's volume. You can raise your own volume in the chat.
It's the control room, but it says that I can use it because they've called its moderator or something like that.
Yeah.
Darthwalker DM, I am raising my volume. How's that?
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Hey, awesome. You learn something new every day. Alright. The language, I don't really have a name for it, so... what languages do you know? Throwback.
It'd be easier for them to say all of them.
Almost all of them. Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Draconic, Primordial, Undercommon, Celestial, Infernal, Abyssal, Sylvan.
Let's go with a mixture of a dialect of Primordial related to Draconic. You can understand them. Anybody else?
I can partly understand them because I know Primordial.
Yeah. Then yes, you could get that as well. You can understand them. It just has some Draconic words and influences, but it's primarily Primordial.
No.
Okay. So I'll look around and say, do we need me to translate or... Hold on. Better yet, can you guys give me just 10, 11 minutes and I'll translate everything directly to you. And I'll start ritual casting Rary's Telepathic Bond, so I don't forget to cast it this time.
I mean, I think I can more or less understand them. It's a bit like a mishmash, but...
You understand Primordial or Draconic?
Yeah, he understands both of those.
Oh, then yeah, you can get it.
Right?
I took.
Scribe, how about you?
So are we taking that time to ritual cast?
Yeah.
Are we?
I'll take the 11 minutes. I'll ritual cast it so that we've got Rary's Telepathic Bond.
Do you explain how that thing works to us? Because I'm sure it's going to be creepy at first. Why am I hearing voices in my head?
I can explain it while he's doing the ritual. It's
the spell. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Scribe can already do all that without the spell. So.
Yeah.
And that can even block your spell from getting to me. But while he's taking the time to do that, I'm going to go ahead and ritual cast Comprehend Languages, just in case.
Okay.
Then I don't cast Speak to Animals.
Okay. There are camels and horses. And
the only one that can ritual casting him?
Yeah, I'm ritual casting too, yeah.
Say maybe even dogs? I don't know. How common, anybody familiar? How common are dogs in a Middle Eastern type setting?
Extremely common.
Okay.
Ridiculously common.
Yeah, I'm assuming dogs are pretty much ubiquitous worldwide, right? Everybody has fucking dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right,
even the Antarctic has dogs, sort of.
Well, I definitely know they're not native, but I'm sure we brought some.
Well, they have like a form of fox anyway.
Do they? I thought it was only penguins in Antarctica.
No, they have foxes down there.
Oh, holy shit!
They go hungry a lot, probably, but
I'd say so. In Antarctica. Okay. All right. The comprehend languages. Targets can communicate telepathically through the bond, whether or not they have a common language. Communication is wow.
Well, you didn't knew this one. This is dang cool.
All right.
That is Rary's telepathic bond, and it basically allows us to metagame without having to say, "Are you really saying that out loud?"
Yeah.
How long does it last for?
An hour.
It lasts for an hour.
Plenty of time. Okay.
So while we chit chat, and then maybe when we go into the actual fighting portion, we'll actually be able to talk to each other.
Okay. And
I just got the spell recently, and I keep forgetting to use it.
And it's a ritual? Handy dandy.
Yeah.
That's the level ritual.
And you cast comprehend language, so you would also understand everything they're saying. Only the people, though, who speak primordial and or draconic, and especially if you got both, can actually talk to them, though. At the moment, comprehend language does not allow you to speak the language, correct?
Correct.
All right.
You just understand them.
All right. So what we have going on here, as if y'all would like to approach the grandstand that they have erected, is they are drawing lots, and they have many young women up on the stand. And one of the guys up there, and there's several sheiks and such like that. They're all armed like guards, but one of them is speaking out to the crowd. Come! Everybody, bring your daughters up here. We must be fair about this. No one is exempt. No one at all. Everyone, bring your daughter, please. You over there. You bring that girl. Yes, you hear me talking. You don't look away. Come here. Yes, you.
Believe me, you don't want me to bring this girl.
Was I talking to you? I'm talking to that guy over there. Who are you? Where are you from? You're not one of us.
So?
You said all. I'm just telling you, you don't want all the girls up there. Believe me, you don't want this one.
No. Which one are you referring to? Oh, she too old. He points at Muriel. She's too old. Must be under 20.
Scribe's pretty young.
Scribe's not under 20. Actually,
I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Pyros Rouge only take women under 20.
Be thankful we're only passing through to get to the volcano.
What do you mean? Look, come. Hey, everyone. What's up?
What are you
You're
doing?
Going to the volcano.
What are you doing with these girls?
You're not from around here, obviously. Look at the way you dress. There's no way to live in a desert. I mean, look at that. The metal armor you're wearing, you'll roast like a tin can in the middle of the sun. You're lucky it's going down now.
So what are you doing with these girls?
The crowd will start to press around you at this and kind of, in a manner, push you up towards the stage if you're not willingly going up there.
Yeah, what's going on here? Since it's weird.
It's none of your business. I'll tell you that. You're not us. You're not from here. You go now.
We are. We're going up the mountain here.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we are. You said we're not from here, so what we do is none of your business.
No, the volcano, our business. It's our life you're messing with. No one go up there except one of these girls.
Why?
Tribute to the dragon.
There's no way to.
Reasonable man. I talk to you. Which one of you is leader?
We hadn't kind.
Oracle point to Scribe and
decided.
say she is.
The dwarf?
Oh, screw this guy. Scribe's just going to start marching up the mountainside to the volcano.
Get him! Stop him before the Pyros Rouge come and kill us all!
The Primate what?
Stop him before Pyros Rouge.
Pirate's Rouge.
First of all, I'm not a him. Second of all, if any of you touch me, I will kill all of you.
I send a lightning bolt into the sky.
How to escalate the situation?
Alright, would y'all like to roll initiative?
Holy fuck.
I'd like to add something first. How many girls is there on the stage?
There are 8.
8? And small girls?
Of age, all between the ages of, say, 13. Let's say the oldest is probably 18.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Then we
And
get
there are
bonus
probably
SP
100
to killing random persons. We get bonus SP to killing random persons?
How much experience do I get for that farmer?
Yeah.
Experience.
Don't you dare to start with that.
Not killing things.
The lightning
that's how I
is
run it.
supposed to stop them from being aggressive. You know.
We can talk or we can roll initiative. It's up to y'all.
I wanted to talk. I was just trying to get their attention.
With a lightning ball in the fucking air?
That definitely got their attention. What are these 16, 17? What's all that mean?
Tiebreaker.
Oh, okay.
The last one is a tiebreaker.
Yeah, the second number is everybody's dexterity scores.
Because every once in a while, someone rolls the same initiative number, and it's instead of having to do something else, it's just automatically, you can tell who's going to go first.
So,
it's just there for the off chance you happen to need it. We don't really have to do it. It's just every once in a while it's helpful.
It's the high with mist.
Yeah.
And then we got mist, and then we got scribe. Right? And after scribe, we have. Oh wow! Yeah. And then we have Adrian and Throac. Am I correct?
Bringing up the rear. Sounds right to me.
Uh-huh. All right. Now let me roll a couple of these guys and put them in.
Oh, shit. I don't like the situation.
And we'll go with the lightning bolt in the air to be the start of this. So you have that as a pre-initiative action. It happened. And it won't necessarily reflect on what you want to do. Unless that's what you want to do as your first round action, in which case we'll call it that.
No, it's probably the inciting action for a combat, but it's not what I wanted to do for combat.
Oh, there's a 20, and there's a 1. Go fucking figure, right? 19 and a 7. Okay. So. Alright. 2 of the Bedouins draw scimitars and run over to you, Scribe. And both of them will try to grapple you, tackle you in a manner to the ground, using one hand and holding the scimitars in the other.
Okay.
Let's see here. Give me either an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice.
And to think, I almost prepared mass suggestion today.
Oh, they're just like going to grab me by the arms or whatever?
Yeah.
I'd let them. I'm just going to smile at them and let them.
2 of them are holding one of them, each of them the arm, and they have scimitars drawn. That is number 20.
Hey, I don't think we're going to need that. I mean, trust me, you really don't want to fight us, and we don't want to set any blood either. We just doing our thing.
And they will drag, and they will use a little bit of their movement to drag you about 10 feet closer.
Oh, I'm not going to let them drag me. I'll let them put their hand on me, but if I need to do an athletics roll against them, I will.
All right, then roll it.
Okay. That would... Nah, I only got a 15. I rolled badly.
They just barely managed to drag you then.
Okay.
Just barely. 16 total for them. And they drag you 10 feet closer to the tower. And then at number 19, it will be the leader, the head sheik, at the top of it. And he will... What will he do? No real combat at the moment. He will jump down and come next to Adrian, who let off the lightning bolt, and put his sword up to you, his scimitar that he will draw, and tell you, "No more spell casting. You'll do as we say. Surrender, or else." As he says menacingly, aka readying an action. And then it will be... I've already forgotten how to leave my computer to let my dog out.
Is it me?
Mist, yes. What would you like to do, Mist?
So where is the leader?
He is standing in melee right next to Adrian, holding a scimitar to her throat.
Probably nearby, right?
Yeah.
What is the highest nearby thing here?
The stage, there are tents that are higher, but you
To
can
stand
probably climb
on.
a pole, but to stand on, you'd have to be pretty close to standing by a pole. They're pretty solid tents. They're goodly built. You could, the edge of the volcano is probably about 50, 60 feet away, which is well within your movement, I believe, if you really want. And you could climb up on a ledge there, a little bit overlooking.
I'm gonna activate my boost of speed.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna... Yeah, then I'm gonna walk up to the leader. Because he threatened us, I'm gonna grab him by the throat. A grapple check.
Nice. Roll it, and I'll roll his defense.
That is 24.
And he rolled a 1. You grab him by the fucking throat. Real well. He's caught unaware. He's shocked.
Yeah. Then I gonna move up to the highest thing I can move up to. And have
you want to
him...
drag him up the side of the volcano then? Or are you going to jump on the...
My movement, I have a movement of 100 right now. But I had twice that, so I had to have a movement about 400 feet if I want. That's half, so 200 feet at all. The highest thing I could get up with 200 feet.
The highest thing is you could get, to the volcano, which would be, like I said, about 50 feet away. So, and then climbing.
No, I want the highest fall so I can hold him out of the thing, so he can fall down.
Yeah,
that's
then
to threaten.
Say you climb up that ledge of a volcano.
Okay, I'll do that.
And
I
then
don't know.
cliff or something. You don't climb up the straight cliff. You climb up on the side of it, but there would be...
Yeah, I have climb speed too, so that doesn't matter then really.
Okay.
But I'm gonna hold him out and yell stop and hold him out. And I'm not gonna do anything threaten. Oh, I'm gonna threaten him, but...
No, he's frightened.
Got it.
Seated in...
And I have no weapon now, I'll just hold him. That's my turn. If you want me to do a intimidation check, I should do that, but yeah.
With advantage? Because he is kind of freaked. I mean, it's
20.
natural.
20.
He does seem quite frightened.
Oh. That's my turn.
Okay. A scribe, what would you like to do?
Couple of questions. One, it's daytime, correct?
Sun is going down, but still light.
Okay, where I'm at with these two guards, would I happen to be in shadow, or am I in the sunlight?
You could use one of them as a shadow if need be. Like they do cast shadows. The sun's low in the sky.
Well, no, I myself need to be in shadow for what I was thinking. But, no, that would just be for something that wouldn't hurt them. So if I'm not in shadow, I have to hurt them. But that's fine.
No, you don't.
The guard on my right, he's going to get 2 unarmed attacks. One, I'm going to stomp in his foot, and then I'm going to kick and try to break his leg. The first attack is an 18 to stomp in his foot.
That'll hit.
And the second attack is a 16 to kick his leg.
And that will hit as well.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything extra. So he takes 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ah!
Then as a bonus action, I'll use my left foot to stomp on his partner's foot. And that would be a 27.
Oh, that one misses.
Okay.
I'm just fucking with you. Of course it hits.
Okay. And that would be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
His partner has better armor class than a trash. Oh, fuck. Oh, ow. God damn it. That little bitch.
And that's it. I'm not wasting any spells or key points or nothing on these guys.
Damn, Scry, what you had to...
All right, that's all for you, Scribe?
That's it.
All right, Oral. Oh, bitch is gonna get it!
He tries to like raise his voice over the crowd. It's like, okay, we don't really want to shed any blood. I mean, I think there's no need to recur to threats. We can just take this out like civilized people. We have no interest in harming you, and you really have nothing to gain from fighting us. So, can we just calm down?
We have our lives to gain!
We're not going to kill you, god damn it.
The dragon will if you go up there. No disturbing the dragon. We can't have it. He'll slay us all.
Not if we kill him first.
You can't kill him. He's immortal. Many have tried and we have paid the price.
Move somewhere where there's not a dragon.
They all look at each other. What the fuck did we think of that? This is our home. This is our land. He lets us live in peace as long as we sacrifice one daughter a year. But
Listen.
if anything happens, then he kills us. We must protect ourselves. If that means killing you to stop you from killing the dragon, so be it.
But listen to us. If we just allow us to go, we can deal with it, and you will be able to stay in your. No, but you will be able to stay here in your land, and you won't have to sacrifice any more of your daughters. It's a win-win situation for both our sides.
Dragon's anger.
Okay, the more I'm hearing, the more I'm think these people deserve the dragon.
Many have tried back in the day to slay the dragon and have been unsuccessful, and they just got him angry. And he came and he burned us down and burned us out. Now we have.
But they weren't. But those before weren't like us. The more
they were kind
section.
of like you. They were wearing armor, swords. Some dude had a lightning bolt too. I mean, they're kind of like you.
Did you ever consider recruiting a different dragon to get this dragon? There are goodly dragons out there that hate evil dragons. You could talk to them.
I look at each other again. These are just random passerbys. Just random schmucks.
I know, guys. I know. Thinking is hard. I know. Like all my friends before really bad things happen.
I don't know where you come from, where there's like good dragons just walking around trying to find something to do, but we see.
I'm not saying walking around. You gotta put some effort into it. You gotta put some effort into fighting them, but it's better than killing off your kids. Just a thought.
Okay, how about we tell the dragon 500 gold and we'll call them.
He likes having us around. Without us, how's he going to get his yearly daughter?
God, why?
How many of them are here, and where are they in groups?
There's about 100 Bedouins around. They're all gathered in a circle around the stage. And they're all drawing scimitars and other weapons.
Well, this is a nice kumbaya moment, but are we going to talk or beat up these guys?
Yeah, Oral, anything you actually want to do?
He's just like shaking his head, saying, you really don't want to do this, trust me. As much as we don't want to do it either. Well, at least most of us.
Oral, just pretend they're all somebody's wives.
What?
Or just newbies.
You motherfucker.
I really should start preparing at least one suppression spell.
Are you going to listen to me? Come on, the more... If you allow us to pass, the more one will watch over you and make sure nothing happens to you.
This is what we'll do. We'll do all this talking into a persuasion check to see if they'll lower their arms. And,
Okay.
But I'm just letting you know, a few hundred years of dragon rule ingraining into their system.
Hey, at least I'm good at persuasion. It's in the rare occasion I'm allowed to use it with these buggers around. That was 25.
Wow, that's really fucking good. That's really fucking good. A few of the Doans are like, maybe we should hear him out. He does seem like he knows what he's talking about.
Finally, someone listens to reason.
A few of them are like, no, he'll just arouse the dragon's anger. Yeah, but look, he looks like he fucking could kill the dragon. I mean, if anybody can do it, it might be him. But all right, but your persuasion did work. A lot of them are no longer as angry and ready to kill you all to prevent you from going up to the dragon. So next up would be Adrian. Adrian, what would you like to do?
Kill them.
Like I said before, I'm battle ready. I have no sleep or stuff like that prepared.
Oh, sleep is always handy. Well, not at 15th level. It's not, but
Yeah.
And this is, so it would be pretty fucking cool. TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. I have no idea.
I should roll her initiative.
Yeah. I have no idea what to do. I could cast Fireball. But that would not be the best thing right now.
And just FYI, Chris, she is hanging out with you all, and I rolled her. She has yet to go yet.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. If someone comes up to attack me, I'm just gonna smack them with my weapon.
Ready in action. Anybody grabs you, run them through with your sword.
No, my staff is my main weapon.
Okay. Whack them with the staff. Got it.
Yeah. The staff has the spells and it does basically the same amount of damage as my sword does. Because I haven't upgraded my weapons yet.
And at that, on number 7, on action number 7, one of the Bedouins breaks free from the crowd and runs to a wagon that has several camels tied to it, and starts to run it and run over, and brings it up to where the main bulk of the group is standing, and yells out to you, "Come with me if you want to live. I will rescue from these foul people. My daughter is up there. Grab her and bring her with me. I do not wish for her to be killed." As he kicks one of the other Bedouins in the head to knock him off as he's climbing up onto the wagon, telling you to come with him, and he will rescue you from this mob. And then number 4 is her. Lady Muriel will unleash her mace, whack it at one of the Bedouins in the head. As does he fall to the ground? Maybe. He does decent damage with that mace. Where's another dig? Oh, just enough. Whacks him as he falls to the ground, and then jumps on the wagon.
Damn, we couldn't live without killing someone, Chloe.
Then number 1, everybody is going to have 2 grapple checks, except for Mist, who ran away, to grab you. And so go ahead. Let's go in order that you all went. Scribe, you're already grappled. So
Yeah.
2 more, and one of them gets a really good grab on you. Your 2 grapple checks are 5 and 21.
On Scribe?
Yes.
So I've got 5 on me now?
4 total.
Or 4 on me now? Okay, I let him grab me.
Okay, never mind. They grab you. And then 2 more grapple checks on Oral. If you would make... I dropped one of my d20. 2 either athletics or acrobatics check Oral. You have a 2 for the first one, and a 14 for the second.
Well, it was a 33 and a 24, so I think no.
You shove them off easily. And then Adrian. 2 of them attempt to grab you, and your 2 numbers for athletics and or acrobatics to resist the grapple is 13 and 5.
Okay. So... yeah. 18 and 19, because I have a plus 10.
On the athletics or acrobatics? Wow.
Athletics.
You are freaking athletic. You're the most athletic wizard I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I have a 20 strength.
Wow, cool. And
Because
then,
he's supposed to be a sword-wielding wizard, so high strength is required.
alright, throw it. 2 of them attempt to grab you, and your choice, athletics or acrobatics. Your 2 numbers are 7 and 18.
My bear roll ditched both of them. My strength is a 19, and I'm proficient in athletics. So I rolled 2 19s, and I have 2 28s.
Huh?
Most powerful wizards ever.
So yeah, they all try to grab you, and you all...
And that guy triggered my held action.
Oh, yeah, it did. Whack them with your staff.
20 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. He takes 12 points of bludgeoning and 6 points of force damage.
As he falls to the ground.
It's non-lethal damage.
Unconscious.
And the extra attack goes to the other guy.
Reactions, you only get 1 attack.
But it allows me to take my attack action. It's because I held my attack action. If it was an attack opportunity, I would only get 1 attack.
Technically, it's a new round, and you wouldn't get your attack at all.
Yeah.
Well, it's still the same. round. It's on action 1 is when that happens.
Yeah.
But it's when you ready an action, you then use your reaction to take it. So a reaction is still only 1 attack.
I thought it was use my reaction to do my attack action.
Not the way I understand it.
Mm.
At least that's how I've been playing it for a while. If I'm wrong, somebody say your advice, let me know, and I'll change my ruling from then on. In the interim, I want to stick to that though.
Okay. Oh, I probably wouldn't miss anyway. I had a 15.
Well, I mean, it's not like they're heavily armored. Okay. And also on 1 will be the leader, and all he will do is he'll look up at you, Mist, and he'll go, please, you beautiful feline creature, please put me back up to safety. Let me go, but not until you place me on the ledge. Please, sir. As he makes a persuasion check towards you of not very persuasive. It's a total of 10, so use that as you will. I'm not saying even if you rolled real high, you have to or not. Just miss, so you know he persuasive.
What do I need to roll against that?
Nothing per se. It's not like he can con you into doing anything. Those I only use checks like that to work on NPCs. PCs, just to let you know how persuasive he was. That's all.
Okay.
It was a 10 persuasive roll. He was persuasive.
I'm just.
Please,
Is
let
his
me go,
arm?
please. But do not let me go until you put me on the ledge itself. Do not let me go right now, but let me go when you put me on the ledge. Please,
Is he
sir,
armed?
please. Huh?
Is he armed?
He is armed.
If he throw his weapons, I'm gonna put him on the ledge.
Yeah, if you tell him drop your sword, he will drop it.
Okay, I'm gonna put him on the ledge then.
Okay.
Still holding him then, but.
So, did you get skipped?
A little bit.
I'm sorry. I went from 1 to...
It's all right.
Yeah.
It happens.
I skipped you. Throwback, what would you like to do?
We'll just play it as those guys went while I was mulling my course of action, and I'm just going to take a step back and get a little closer to Adrin. Put the 2 wizards right next to each other, and I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just going to protect Adrin's back.
All right, back to back with Adrian.
Yep.
Ready in action to whack anybody who comes around, like Adrian did.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okie dokie doggy day. Mist, your turn. You put him on the ledge. After you say drop your weapon, he drops his weapon. Scimitar goes ding, 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 ding down the high ledge that you are holding him over.
I'm gonna run down to the girls and make sure that they get into safety.
All right. So you how much movement you got now?
I have 100, but I did that as a bonus action and as a main action too. But
just your regular movement's 100 feet?
yeah, because I activate my boost of speed.
Okay, yeah, okay. Then with your regular movement, you can make it down to where the girls are on the stage, and I'm going to say that was your item interaction to set him on the ledge.
Sure.
So you still have an action and a bonus action if you want, and you are up there with the girls, and they are all like very scared looking. They're timid. They're looking down at the ground.
Is that tied up?
They are not tied up. One of them in particular will be like, "Please, sir, that's my father over there."
Yeah, but can I talk to them? Okay. I'm gonna say, come with me, girls, before they're gonna sacrifice you to the dragon. And I'm gonna try to. Are they weighing much?
All of them appear to be. They're frightened, but they irk from you. They cringe from you, and like, no, it's for the best for all our families, or else everyone will die. Except
Can
for
I
the
say
one
two?
whose
Can I say
father-
two? Sorry.
Except for the one who says that's my father over there.
Okay.
But the others
don't
are like, no, please leave us alone. Just go.
I'm gonna say to the girl who his father is there to jump on my back, and I gonna can I take the girl under my arm and just run to the fucking cart?
She will, if you like jump on, she'll jump on your back, and that'll be free. You can use your action to try to grapple the others because they are not willing.
Yep, I do that.
How many
So I
attacks
do.
you got?
I have 2.
You can grab 2, then 1 in each arm if you make your grapple check.
The one is a 30.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you grab that one.
I'm pretty sure that grapple, and the other is a 15.
Oh, the other one does manage with a nat 20. Manage to get out of your grasp.
Okay. And then I'm gonna run to the cart with the one under the arm and one on my back.
Alright, so you'll use your movement to bonus action to get there.
Yeah.
Alright. So you've got 2 girls, one on your back willing, one unwilling that you're dragging there, and you jump and fly super fast onto the cart with Muriel and the other one there.
Yeah, I'm still holding the one who unwilling, but yeah. That's my turn.
Okay. And I skipped number 20. The 2 that have went already and originally grabbed Scribe. You hit them.
Yeah.
Scribe. They are assaulting you with their scimitars.
Bad move, fellas.
You can say that again. What's your armor like? You have armor, or you just...
No, she has no armor. It's an AC
All right.
17.
So you just matrix move that shit away as they're holding on to you with one hand each, and then bringing your sword. You dodge and duck because they both fucking missed you, dude, while holding on to you.
Okay.
And what would you like to do, Scribe?
Oh, this is stupid. I'm grappled but not restrained, correct?
Correct.
All right, I'm casting Eldritch Blast.
All right.
I'm going to shoot one at the guy on my
right. Melee, though, so it would be at disadvantage still.
Do what?
It's a ranged attack, so it would still be at disadvantage because you're in melee with them.
Okay.
Ranged attacks have disadvantage in melee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Range bonus is the same
then I'm
way
gonna-
as
Then I'm going to change my action then.
Okay.
The guy on my right, the one I kicked twice before, I'm going to kick him again.
All right. He does not look well. He is bruised and badly.
Well, I just hit him for 25.
Oh yeah. He had 2 hits left.
He takes 8 hit points of damage, and I'm not going to kill, just knock him out.
Oh, cool. Falls to the ground in a pile of dust.
His buddy on my left, I'm going to headbutt him. I got an 18.
That'll hit as well.
Okay. That'll be 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Is he still standing?
No.
Okay. Again, not to kill, just to knock him out.
You headbutt him, and he also goes flying back, and his sword goes gleaming into the air as the last rays of sunlight are falling away, and he falls to the ground. And
Okay. I'm gonna.
More holding you though now.
There's still how many?
There's still 2 more. 2 more grabs
Okay.
you at the last round.
Okay. I could get another attack in as a bonus action, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to look both these guys in the eyes and say, "Do you really want to do this?" And that's it for me.
They look at each other. Oh man. This is a badass bitch. Alright, Miss Scribe. Oral.
Oral looking around saying, I trust that this is really for the best. You might not understand it now, but just let us go already. And he's going kind of to take the dodge action and just start like making his way towards this, what's the wagon or carriage, whatever the guy was offering us like to get out.
Alright, so you climb up on there as well?
Yep.
Alright.
And taking the dodge action. Adrian.
Yeah. I say, this is stupid. And I tap my staff on the ground and a portal opens up underneath. Throwack at us. Dimension door us to the wagon.
Alright. Anything else for you?
No, it's an action to cast the spell.
Yeah, but there's possible bonus actions or other movement or anything you'd like to do. Alright. Alright. Throwack then. Nope, sorry. Next will be I rolled for her. And Muriel will look at the two holding Scribe and issue a command. Release. And you can feel the power and the word behind it. It is not just a normal spoken word that she says, but you can hear tones in her voice. And I have an 8 and a 3 on the dice. And they both fail their saving throw and let go of you, Scribe.
Okay.
Power of Cuthbert rebukes them and they release. As if they had no other choice. And then, Throwack, what would you like to do?
I'll just take the dodge action. Since I'm on the card already.
Alright. And now number 1, I'll go with the leader. Running down. It'll take him a while. He's not anywhere there, but you can hear him yelling in the distance. Stop them! Don't let them get away! And then a few more people will attempt to grab you. All. Start in order. Missed. I want to go ahead and add her since number 1 is just the Bedouin. The one that you are unwillingly grappled and drug onto there will try to escape.
Sure.
And your choice? Is it your choice? No, I think it has to be athletics for you to hold on to him, right?
Yeah, 25.
She does a really good job of wiggling, but you do an even better job of holding on.
Yeah.
These are rough. And then some other Bedouins. For the ones that are dodging, I'll go oral first. They will have. I'm going to give them disadvantage on that. And so that's a 9 and a 5. Can you roll less than a 9 or a 5 oral?
No. The lowest is like a 16.
That's your minimum? All right.
Yeah.
All right. And then, Adrian, you're not dodging. So they'll try to pull you from the wagon. And we have a 3 and a 13.
The 3, I automatically, because I got a minimum 10.
I assume so.
The 13, I have to roll a 2 or a 1 for him to grapple me.
So not likely, eh?
I have rolled those before.
And
Like this, I only rolled a 15.
Alright, so that doesn't happen. They don't pull you from the wagon. Throwack, they will attempt to pull you from the wagon. And,
I rolled a 13 and a 21.
You are pulled from the wagon, Throwack.
Now I'm pissed.
They will pull you down and they'll hold you down on the ground. And,
really?
All right.
And 2 will try to grab Muriel for the hell of it, right? Oh shit, there's another 20. And Muriel's defensive rolls are not good enough. Muriel is grabbed and dragged from the wagon. And Mist had an escape. Scribe. Yeah. The 2 that they were told to release.
Yeah.
That's like till the end of her next turn that Muriel goes, right?
I believe so, but
Yeah, so they can't try to re-grab you.
No, the thing is, they actually follow the command on their turn, so they will be releasing her now.
Yeah, let's just simply say that they use their action to try to grab you, and even if they do succeed, they continue to release as she was told to do.
Okay.
So, no bother either way to roll dice to say that. Okay. And back to the top of the order. The two originals, unconscious. So, missed. You've
So
got one. And just FYI, on 7, that guy, he's just sitting there ready in action, ready to go as soon as everybody's on the wagon. The only one not on the wagon at the moment is Scribe and Roak and Muriel.
Okay. I gonna let go of the girl. And I gonna say to the wagon guy, he striped and run, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I gonna say he just need to go when I get Muriel and throw it on the wagon. And I gonna try to pull one of those two up.
Alright, your choice.
Ladies first.
Go with the girl.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, it's totally fine with
Grab
me.
check with them they're holding. You're dragging someone to go with the strength athletics to see if you can.
Yeah,
Grab
I'm
more.
gonna because I'm going to race before I do that, so I have advantage on the rolls.
Huh?
28.
You yak her away from the one that's holding her and pull her back up on the wagon.
And I do that with throw at too.
Alright, you have 2 attacks. I don't
Yeah.
see why. Go for
it. 30.
They can't get a 30. So, yeah, you grab them both, reach down with one hand and one hand. Get over here.
Yeah, and I gonna jump out of the wagon and try to make the mob to follow me.
A few of them will.
And then I hope the caravan gonna go
Alright.
go after.
I'm gonna say that he goes with your ready to action
Yeah, sure.
at this point because that's what you said. Wait till I get them and then go, and Scribe can flee. And so the wagon takes off.
I'm gonna run not to Stripe, but near Stripe. So if he get in trouble or she get in trouble, I can help her next turn.
But at the same time, using your massive speed to make sure nobody is close enough to grab you.
Yeah,
Grace.
that's my turn.
Okay. And next, Scribe. What would you like to do? Nobody is technically holding you at the moment, Scribe.
Okay, but I'm still. These guys are within hitting distance of me, correct?
Yeah, still within melee of you.
Okay, then I'll use my bonus action to disengage from those two.
Okay.
And I guess I'll move 45 feet away if I can do so without
Provoking anymore?
Yeah, without running into anybody else.
Okay.
And I'm following the wagon. Oh, what the heck? That would have been my movement. I guess as my action, I'll move another 45 feet up the hillside or whatever.
All right, you can be able to catch it then.
Okay. And that's it.
All right. Everybody, would anybody like to do anything crazy besides leave?
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the guy that attacks me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scribe would like to, but figures,
All right, there are a few of them like chasing after. Most of them are not, however, because of orals.
Oh no, I just want the guy that pulled me out of the wagon.
All right, you just want to. What would you like to do?
I'll just shoot a firebolt at him.
So they're not going to be able to catch him because they're not as fast as Scribe and or Mist anywhere near. So
I'll just shoot a firebolt at him. Shoot a firebolt.
All right, roll it.
15.
That will hit.
God damn. Wow.
Well, they're not.
I feel sorry for these guys.
And now you see why the dragon.
And 14 damage.
14 damage? Oh, he's still up. You're going to have to use another round to get him if you really want.
Oh, I do. I just, that was actually just the preparatory hit. I've got Toll of the Dead that's coming next.
What's dead?
Range of
It's
Toll the Dead is
3d12. That's okay. The wagon only moves like 30 feet around, and they're chasing after Mist. I'm sure they're within 60 feet. If not, I can firebolt them again.
Mist, but Mist is not going to be caught. The guy can have the wagon, like, what's it called? Dash as well, so he can move 60 feet around. He can move just as fast as the people, and they're going to tire out before the camels do. So.
Oral's probably standing, like, helping Scribe climb on the wagon as he reaches it.
Scribe doesn't want on the wagon. I can move faster than the wagon just walking.
God damn it. Then he's turn him, like, towards Throg and be like, did you really have to do that?
Alright, so round 2, you kill the guy, or the next round after you kill the guy. It takes you 2 things, a firebolt and a total dead. He's dead. The girl who was unwilling to be brought on the wagon will try to escape.
I push her off.
I cast levitate.
I miss the Scribe.
If she doesn't want to, if she doesn't want to be here, don't let her be here. Who cares? What difference does it make? Plus, if we fail and we all get killed, they got to have somebody to sacrifice to the dragon.
And she's willing.
She's
a willing sacrifice.
She's number 2, so yeah, let her go.
Okay. Are we levitating her, or are we letting her go? Like, you can be starting to cast a spell and then you can choose not to. If that persuades you, or you can.
I don't want her to get hurt getting off, so.
Well, but levitate's not a reaction like, say, Featherfall is. So if I shove her off, she's going to hit the ground before you.
Oh yeah, and yeah.
I was thinking you were trying to
levitate an action. I have to
leave to get up.
Levitate
so she can't.
Of course,
physically like go over the edge because she's like trying to crawl off the wagon, but then she's suspended in air.
If you've got Featherfall, you could of course do that. But
I do not have Featherfall because I have Fly.
I do, but I don't care if she gets hurt.
I think that having Fly necessitates having Featherfall.
What kind of wizard you are?
No, not necessarily.
Flying around somewhere, and then suddenly, you hit a dispel.
Well, not everybody's a fucking monk.
Concentration and falling. You want something to save your ass. I think having anything flying.
Because I have Resistant Con and Mage Slayer, it's very hard for me to lose concentration.
Okay.
Yep.
Just a me.
Warcaster, Resilient Con, and more than one casting of Fly. That's what we got.
Okay.
And I will, like running next to the wagon, I will kind of pat Oral on the hand and say, I promise I didn't kill anyone. I just knocked them unconscious.
Okay.
I killed somebody.
Yeah, I can't say what throw it.
Coming from you, I will take that as a huge effort on your side. I appreciate it.
And the Bedouin village will disappear into the distance as he goes around the edge of this huge mountain volcano. Traveling around. The girl that you saved, Mist, will you get on the wagon? You should be running along beside it.
I run on the side.
So will you be within earshot so that people can talk to them?
Yeah, I will be right beside them.
She'll be like, "Oh, thank you so very much."
We still have telepathic bond. It hasn't been more than an hour, I don't think.
No, it has not. Not anywhere near.
Yeah, but she did not use that to us.
No. She'll say, thank you very much. You have no idea how we do this every year. So far I have been lucky, but I know that my luck will run out. I'm almost aged out to where I no longer have to deal with that. But I don't know what we're going to do now. Father has broken from the village. They will not accept us again. We must flee this place.
What if we killed the dragon? Would they accept you then?
They had to kill the dragon. You're so funny.
Well, just say in your wildest dreams, if we should kill the dragon, would they let you back in the village, you think?
Will you remember me wearing a nice dress, looking at the sunset, red cheeks and rosy lips and red cheeks and rosy. Oh fuck! I can't remember how that song goes.
You're not really my type, sweetheart.
But Mr. say he have a
You
have a
two could just
place.
come back to Illumina.
Yeah, I have a place for people that run away from Bashet, so you just stay there if you want to.
But can my father come as well?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, do not worry, fair daughter. Do not worry at all. I have planned. I've been thinking about this for a while. Year after year, I have to watch you go up there and possibly get taken away to the dragon, and my heart would break. It breaks every year. I will not take this no more. I've not come to this decision lightly.
So, sir, what kind of business are you in?
I am a goat herder.
A what?
Goat
Goat
herder.
I herd goats.
Yeah.
My flocks are out over on an oasis, but we have to come here at this time each year in order to meet up for the sacrifice.
Okay. I don't know if there's a big call for goat herders in Illumina, but hey, there might be.
But you don't have goats? What you do without goats? Goat have milk, goat have fur, goat have meat.
We have sheep.
Oh, sheep are nothing but small goats.
We have cows.
Cabrito.
Oh,
Cabrito.
cows need too much water. There's not enough water for cows. You need to upgrade the goat. I tell you, goat good.
Maybe you can start a new goat thing in Illumina.
Or you always maybe can.
On Rossi when Mr. and I live. So yeah.
Goats are better.
And,
If you come with me, I'll pay some goat for you and your daughter, and you can take care of that. I live at my shelter.
Perhaps. But we are almost at my house now. As this thing will go around. The mountain is huge, you know. We're not talking like feet. We're talking like miles, right? So you travel for about 30 to 45 minutes at this breakneck speed. And he's like, my house nearby. You come. I owe you much. You have helped me with my daughter. Without your help, she would have been sold. I would not have been able to get her away from there. I take you to feast, and then you go kill dragon. I have planned too. After feast, I show you secret weapon I've been working on for dragon.
Oh, so you're kind of an artisan too, not just a goat herder.
Let me guess, it's a goat filled with poison.
That's an excellent idea.
It's a big barrel of water.
An excellent idea, but unfortunately, dragon only eats live things in sacrifice. So if I inject poison with goat die, dragon no eat. Now, dragon has been known to eat stuff that he finds, you know, like he'll burn things and eat it, but I don't know if poison will work.
Okay. I guess it would depend on the poison.
There's the poison. I do not know. I am not a poison maker. I am a goat herder.
He likes his meals well done, I guess.
Okay.
He likes the ash.
I don't know if we need it, but I guess we could take a short rest.
Okie dokie. So come to the sheik, this particular sheik. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sheikh Abdul. I am a man of some wealth and importance among thy people. He takes you to a grand tent type thing. He has servants. He brings you inside. And he's like, come. Welcome to my hospitality. I cannot thank you enough for helping me with my daughter. I never would have been able to get her away before that. If you wish, one of you may have my daughter. No, I take that back. Whichever one of you slay the dragon, have my daughter. Look at her. Is she not a beauty?
I'm engaged and he's married.
I'm not married.
I was pointing to Oral.
Oh, okay.
Well, how many wives you have, man?
We don't really, you know.
Our city is a monogamous society.
Really?
But I'm
Seriously,
not.
you go by that?
I'm not.
No.
And his wife would literally kill him.
Yeah. She's a. Yeah.
She has some temper.
Yeah.
We could say.
She has 8 feet of rage packed into a 4-foot body.
Well, then I don't suggest you kill dragon. You let I don't want the dwarf either. Maybe you, and he points at Adrian. You look like staffing young fellow. You kill dragon, you marry my daughter.
Wait a minute, what's wrong with the dwarf?
Well, you know, it's nothing. I like the wolf. I've met a few in my time, and they're fine, good people. I'm just saying. I mean, do you really want a human girl?
Have you ever heard?
I mean, no. She looks like a child. She doesn't even have a beard, for God's sakes. I mean, let your women grow up before you make more. Jeez.
I hate to break it to you, she's not going to have a beard no matter how old she gets. Okay, maybe if she's like 80, she might get a beard.
80, that's about the right age to, you know.
Okay. All right.
Oh, wait a minute, that's right.
Then Adrian,
that's
you
right.
Human,
80, decrepit. I forget. You guys breed so fast.
Yeah, but have you ever heard of a half dwarf?
I thought they were already half.
No, maybe dwarves just aren't as easy as elves are.
And elves are easy.
Yeah.
You see how many half elves are running around?
I wouldn't say as much as, you know, they just got a lot of time to kill. You know, eventually they're going to get curious. You know, you try living 500 years and not, you know, experiment.
Elves live 750.
Oh, well, however long. I
Well,
don't know.
still, after 500 years, you might be tempted.
Yeah.
Get a little bored.
I'm pretty sure after 500 years, they'll be playing with their great-great-grandchildren.
Actually, that would kind of work out. If you're an elf and you're like 500 years old or older, if you hooked up with a human, they're not going to be around long, so...
Yeah, I mean,
it's like a dog.
There's bonuses there.
The rationale for me, that I was told is it's like getting a dog. I mean, you get them, you love them when they're little, they get old quick, you just get another one.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I can do that, dude. I've been thinking about that. Grendel is 5 years old now. I don't know how much she's got, you know? I mean,
right.
Like
you got another,
12,
you got a 5, right. You got 5-7 years, and then she's gone. And you feel bad for a while, and then eventually you're like, I'll get another dog. Maybe it'll... And it's not the same, but it's good, too. That's how elves think about people.
At you and says, don't talk about my fiance that way.
I'm just saying the timelines are comparable. I'm not saying she's a dog. I'm just saying that the timelines are comparable.
You know, he's got a point.
I know he's got a point, but I don't like the way he...
Come. Feast. We talk about the adult things later. And then I show you...
Reality's harsh, bro.
Hmm?
So we're taking a short rest?
Dude, I do not understand what this short rest thing is. We feast for a while. No short feast around here. We feast.
Will it be 8 hours or longer?
No. And if you all would like to have the benefits of a short rest, you may have one. Although I don't know what you expended. It was more of...
I get my spell slots back.
Okay. Yeah, but you may expend a short rest if you wish.
I didn't spend anything, so...
Yeah. It was more of... I just wanted to see what you would do.
That's all. That whole thing with those people was just a moral quandary. I wanted to see how you would handle it. And I
The
thought
guy
it'd be fun.
pulled me off the wagon and I killed him. That's what Throac did.
Yeah. And I thought it would be fun.
He failed.
And the gods were watching you.
Realistic as well. I figured it was somewhat realistic. You know, we would think a dragon would do stuff like that.
Scribe would have just killed everybody, but didn't want to have to listen to a bunch of crying from Oral and Adrin.
If they were selling the women into slavery, then it would have been a whole different thing.
So it's better to sacrifice people in to sell them to slavery?
No, if they're doing something out of necessity, it's easier to forgive them.
He's gonna eat and drink him drunk.
So eat, drink, and be merry, right? Claps his hand together, and you all gathered around, and it's a colorful little tapestry. There's smoke billowing from a fire. It is very sweet smelling, almost incense, which it is pretty much incense. It smells like rosewood and petals. There are cushions lined up, very comfortable. Servants come in, give you all a goblet full of wine.
Actually, Scribe's not going to take part in the partying. She's going to go outside and she'll rest, but she wants to keep a watch in case the villagers get stupid and show up, or if the dragon should happen to show up.
All right. Periodically, while you're around here, just FYI, the ground will shake.
Yeah.
And if anybody looks around and seems to get a ward, he'll be, do not worry about such. There's a dragon nearby up in thing. It causes the earth to shake due to the power of his might. People think they killed dragon, but dragon, he's capable of this, you know? So, I do not think so. He controls elements, he controls the earth. I do not think you can kill him, but I still thank you for helping to rescue my daughter. It is very nice of you. I appreciate it. And then there'll be roasted goat brought in. And there'll be much wine, and you will feast and feast and feast. Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, what's wrong with the other girl you bring? She's too old for dragon. Why not she stay and partake in feast?
Sis, another one, you know. I mean, you learn to love her, but she has her own way of doing things.
No, you like my goat. A good goat, huh?
Yeah, it was quite tasty, I must admit.
What about you there, Adrian, who may get my daughter if he killed the dragon? What do you think of wine? Good wine?
Yeah, I don't like to heavily partake before a fight, so forgive me for just having one glass.
Alright, just a flagon. You smart man, keep cool head for a fight with dragon. Very important. Dwarf, does this meet the partying that I've heard of your halls? Big roaring fires, meat off the bone. The dwarf spirits are legendary. Is this equal to your home, to your the hospitality you are used to? I aim to please. If not, let me know. I will increase.
The goat's good.
And that leaves. I'm not sure if lions do eat meat, correct? They're
Yes.
meat.
We eat meat, yeah.
I'm not used to your kind. What is the culture of showing gratitude towards folks of your kin? Tell me and I shall do it. I wish to make you most hospitable here.
Just so you missed is not a normal tabaxi, so don't apply what he says to you to other tabaxi you may come across in this world.
You're a special one then, eh?
Yeah.
Well then, what is special for you can I do to make sure my hospitality is good?
Can I get some raw meat?
Of course. Raw meat for the esteemed miss who gallantly left and grab this sheikh. God, fucking need another name. Habib. And drug him up the side of the mountain. It's the most impressive thing I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Raw food for him. Would you like it fresh? Would you like us to sacrifice one of the ones we brought with us? Now, for you.
A 1 day old is fine.
As you wish. Bring him fresh goat. No more day old.
Oh my god.
Raw.
Yeah, and Miss gonna say he have kind of the same culture, like he have more mates in one. So yeah.
Really? See, we are limited to 4. 4 only. Back in the day, we had many wives as we want. But then, great prophet came, told us, no more 4. Most people think this weird. They come here, they say, what, you have 4 wives? What is wrong with you? They do not realize that the religion is actually meant as a limitation upon us. It is not allowing us, it is limiting us.
Who is this great prophet you speak of? I'm not sure. And like, what do you say?
But it's an interesting story, but enough of that for right now. But in the interim, now that we have all eaten and drank, let me tell you what my secret weapon against dragon is. And that, everybody, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
For
Poison.
I think Throak has advantage.
Poison.
Is
I
that-
believe Throak as a dwarf would, yes. Poison.
Yeah. I got a 28.
I have advantage against poison. Is this poison?
Yes, it is. You have advantage then.
yeah, Scribe didn't eat anything or drink anything.
I know, Scribe does not.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I meant to say everyone but Scribe.
Or
So this is poison, you said, no? Okay.
I'm at
Ooh, that was a bad roll.
24.
Here it is. DC 17.
Yeah, we all
If
have.
you make it, you are poisoned. If you fail it, you are unconscious. Anybody gets a 16 or less.
What about the girl we have with us? The met.
His daughter did not.
No,
the
no,
any of the poison stuff.
the one who transported us here.
She got knocked off. Oh, her.
Yeah, the
Metal.
She is
Matilda?
poisoned. Muriel.
Okay.
Muriel,
Muriel.
yeah.
Muriel. Miriel. Muriel.
Yeah.
Ah,
Not unconscious. Is anybody unconscious?
I'm just poison.
No, doesn't seem like.
Alright, everyone
Yeah.
is then
everyone rolled over a 20, so
except for Scribe, who is neither. And he'd be like, Nasun! The secret weapon is, I give you to Dragon in replace of my daughter. Dragon will not come and kill us all because you all will be falling asleep any moment now.
I'm gonna run over to him and bite him in the fucking throat.
Alright, let us all roll initiative.
yeah,
not
we're
gonna-
poisoned. So that means we have disadvantage on everything.
Yes.
And it's initiative too?
Yes, everyone is either poisoned. You're either poisoned or you are.
Yeah,
Well,
but do we have
except Scribe.
disadvantage on our initiative?
It's technically a
It's a-
skill roll.
Technically, it is an ability check, so yeah.
Yeah, dexterity ability check.
You know, figures the one time I roll well on an initiative, I've got disadvantage for it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
I rolled
had
pretty
rolled-
good, so
I had rolled pretty well, and then I got a 2 for the damn disadvantage.
I rolled a 19 and a 17, so
So that's plus 5
hey,
points.
I didn't have a disadvantage, and I have a plus 11 on my initiative, and still only got a 13.
Nice.
Okay. Wow. What would you like to do? You are running up and biting him in the neck, I believe, is what you said, right? Miss-
yeah, because he gonna poison me.
Oh no,
yeah.
I'm sorry. 28. Holy shit! I did not notice that. Adrian, what would you like to do?
No, that was my con save.
Oh,
Yeah, his initiative is 6.
where do we start the initiatives at? 13 for Ty is where the numbers start for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just
This-
need to move Ty under me, so you have this.
Yeah, we are already in order except
Yeah.
Ty and Chris.
So, once again, it is still then you missed. You are still high with a 20. What would
Yeah.
you
keep in mind you have disadvantage in all your attacks.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna. Yeah, run up to him and bite him in the fucking throat. That's
roll
the
it?
first attack. I do that restlessly, so I don't roll with anything. What do I need to add to that?
I'm assuming you're proficient and strength.
Nah, I'm not proficient. My claws attack I'm proficient with, but not my bite.
Oh, then that would be an improvised.
Yeah.
So it would just be strength.
So 12?
That will miss.
Okay. Then I'm gonna summon my weapon as a bonus action, and I'm gonna try to attack him. Do any of my allies be beside him?
Sure.
Okay.
You're all sitting around in a circle. So let's say one
Yeah.
of them,
Okay. Yep. So 19.
that will hit.
So my sneak attack that means there's 4 d6s plus 2 d6s for poison.
Is it weapon? Ooh.
Yep. I have 8 poison damage, and that must be 20 slashing damage.
Holy shit. You fucked him up. What kind of weapon is it that you summoned?
It's a ghostly green poison scimitar. It's a tattoo I have that turned into a weapon.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So that is my turn.
All right, you rake him across the chest, and he's bleeding openly as his robes fly open from being cut in half, and he screams out in pain. Oh, you should you should not be able to move now. That is the best poison I ever made. It is then everybody else's turn before they meet. He will stand up and grab a scimitar out and proceed to attack you as well, miss.
Yeah, I have advantage because I'm reckless.
Oh, he has advantage? Awesome. That will be 1 hit then with the first attack. And 2 hits with the second attack.
Nice. Great.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
I hate looking for D8s. Why do I always have difficulty finding D8s? Well, there you go. That will be... Oh, that's a 7. My bad. That'll be 9 points of damage with the first attack, and 9 points of damage with the second attack. And then other guards will stream in. 3 others. These are like puny guards. And they will look around, and at the moment, since you're the only one really moving, they will all jump up and attack you as well, miss.
Oh, great.
And they all have advantage as well, right?
Yep.
Guard 1 will be just miss you, even with advantage. You're a little difficult to hit. Oh, guard 2 will hit, though. And guard 3 will miss badly. As he strikes you with his scimitar in the back for 6 points of slashing damage. The other 2 wail at you, but your either armor or your nimbleness is still too much in your stupor of poison condition.
I only have fur, so yeah, no armor.
Scribe, you hear noises coming from inside. Battle, screaming, "I'll kill you!"
Okay. Scribe's gonna look in the door.
It's covered,
Or move the flap aside to look inside.
Yes, and you will see.
Are there guards or people outside here with me?
Yes. Let's say there was 2 guards just kind of hanging around outside, and they seem as shocked and surprised as you.
Okay. All right. What's the light source inside the tent?
Fire in the middle of this group of people sitting around it.
Okay, but there's not like candles or torches around anywhere.
No, there is an open fire pit though.
Okay. Is it night out? Is it night outside then?
It is now dark. It was sun setting as you arrived, so it's been a couple hours after that. It's pretty dark now.
Okay.
Stars are brilliant, by the way, in the desert. Clear night.
All right. Let's see. Bonus action. Oh, what the heck! I'm going to shadow step, so I appear behind one of the 2 guards that I'm with, and then I'll make. You know what? No, that's my bonus action. I'll shadow step behind the guard so he can't. So at least he won't see me. And then my main action, I'm going to use my Pact of the Blade. So basically, my short sword appears in my hand. And that's all I'm going to do. That's it for now.
They are looking in. They are starting to look inside as well. What the hell? And do not notice you behind them at all.
Okay.
You disappeared. They are as whatever is going on as you throw at. There are 3 guards surrounding. Myth and
I'll go ahead and cast
Abdul.
Toll the Dead on our
Host.
Yeah. So it's a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
That is a failure. What happens to him when he fails?
He takes 31 damage.
3d12.
31 necrotic damage.
God fucking damn. Would you like to describe your kill?
He just slumps over dead. His face turns ashen gray, and he slumps over dead.
Oh. Right. Anything else for you?
That's it for now.
All right. Adrian.
I'm going to yell at the guards. Your master has tried to poison us.
So we know.
Stand down.
Master plan. What a guy.
Stand down, or you'll be next.
We must avenge our sheikh. How dare you? Kill him in his own home.
He tried to poison us first.
To feed to the dragon to save us.
If you wish to still get us, we will not hold back.
Neither will we. Death to the infidel. La, 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 la.
Is there a group of them that are not, or with no of my allies around?
Well, 3 of them are surrounding Mist, and you can see 2, like, kind of looking into the flap now. You don't see any of your allies out there outside.
But are there any more coming?
Give me a perception check.
That's an 11.
Not that you know of. You don't sense or hear or see anything coming anywhere.
Okay. I'm going to go into a Blade Song as a bonus action.
Mhm.
And 3 around Mist. How are they positioned?
One on his right, one on his left, and one directly behind. The one directly behind managed to stab him. He is bleeding from his back.
If you just yell to me, that's okay, and do your thing.
Yeah. Does poison give disadvantage on saving throws?
Do not.
Nope.
So.
Attacks and ability checks.
Okay.
So it doesn't hamper spellcasters as much.
No. But
Just make sure to see it.
I see. I reply. Okay. And I point my fireball so it only affects that group.
Oh, so you're fireballing them?
Yep.
Alright. And do you have the sculpt spell thing of Evoker or
Nope.
Inside a tent.
The
Yeah,
best
wondering,
idea ever.
is
Glad to
everybody
get-
making a save? It's not that big of a tent.
How big's the tent?
It's a 20-foot diameter fireball.
That's the whole.
Let's call a tent that big. It's a big tent, which 20-foot diameter is a pretty fucking big tent.
Okay. Then I wouldn't do that.
Do it.
Sure, I'm outside. Go for it.
Miss still needs to make a saving throw, but I'm not.
Fireball, just as you say, fireball is actually 20 feet radius, not diameter, so it's double what you think it is.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it's even bigger. And I don't necessarily think the tent would contain it.
What I'm doing is not a fireball, but Miss will still have to make a dex save.
What are you doing?
The 2 guards to the left and the right have to make a dex save.
Okay.
As I yell at Miss the duck.
Duck missed. What happens if they fail?
They take this level 5 fire lightning bolt straight to the chest.
Lightning ball, is that okay? And
DC 19 dex save.
I saw it coming, right?
Yeah, let's just assume that you could have turned around when the guy died and just because people are surrounding, sure, you could have seen it.
And it's not that much damage. I rolled low.
If you don't mind getting missed as well, you can get all 3 of them, all 3 of the guards.
Okay. It's a 5-foot line.
Yeah.
They're 100 feet long, so.
And it blasts out the side of the tent and just skewers all across the desert.
Yeah. If they fail, they take 26. If they succeed, they take half.
I roll a 3 and 18, so that is 21. Because I see it coming, right? Because you yell at me, yeah.
So you take 13 points of lightning damage.
What?
Yeah.
And the others don't survive.
Yeah. I rolled 4 1s on damage, so.
Damn!
Adrian just killed some freaking guards. Rock on, Adrian. Anything else for you?
No.
Oral. You're poisoned. Your fellows have unleashed a lightning bolt, blasting a huge hole in the tent, frying your companion a little bit missed. And there are 2 guards on the outside looking in. What would you like to do?
After what we've done, and yet your master just treasons our trust. How can you see the error on his ways? Just put your weapons down and nothing else will die tonight. No one else will.
Give me an insight check and a persuasion check. Oh,
Insight and
first.
persuasion first. Okay.
Then I'll
The,
just decide as a bonus. Just to...
the persuasion is a natural 20, which makes it at 35.
Okay.
And the insight is not as good. The insight is only an 8.
They look at each other, and you're clueless as to what they're actually going to do. But you can see them looking at each other at the moment, but you're not sure what they're planning on doing.
Fucking scrap.
You got 8 insight.
No, it's okay. I just saying fucking scrap because of what Ty wrote in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Oral's just going like to unsure of their reaction. He's going kind of to like get his hand to like the pommel of his blade and just kind of ready in action to defend himself and if someone comes to attack him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Miss.
And what I found out while researching Ready Action, we were both right. It is technically using my attack action, but extra attack only works on my turn. So since I'm using my attack action on someone else's turn, I only get 1 attack.
Well, that's a roundabout way to look at it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was right for the wrong reason?
Yeah.
Kind of feels wrong to me, too. Okay. No, fair enough. Thank you. I appreciate that. Miss, back to the top of the order. What would you like to do, Miss? The guards are fringed and lying there. You're fringed. There's a big hole behind you where the lightning bolt has scoured across the desert.
Where is his daughter?
And you see,
I'm pretty sure there's a long line of glass as well.
oh, yeah. Good point. His daughter, you don't know. She went into one of the back areas of the tents, like separate from this big room that you're in.
I'm gonna run over to our new friend Matilda or Metal or
Muriel.
Muriel, and
Oh, I think you roll her.
how to wake her up? Smash her in the face? I don't know.
She's just poisoned. She's fall unconscious.
So
we should have bought antitoxin.
I just forgot to roll for an initiative.
I'm gonna put some fucking, I don't know. What do I have? I put some holy water into her.
You're going to throw some holy water down the throat of your charming priest's ally who has brought you here, who is poisoned.
Yeah, but the holy water only damage undead or fiends. And I hope they're gonna heal her. I'm not that smart. Holy water help people.
Yeah, she'll... It was refreshingly tasty, but I still feel sick to my stomach.
Yeah, but she wake up, right?
She wasn't unconscious. I just didn't roll her. She was poisoned like you all.
Oh, okay, so she was... I thought she was out.
No,
Oh.
conscious. But
Oh, okay. Can I redo my action then?
yes, you may.
I'm gonna run in and find the girl.
Alright. Give me an investigation.
Oh, fuck. With disadvantage. Oh, I rolled an 18 and a 20, so that is an 18, I believe. I'm so bad to investigation.
Intelligence. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the 18 is still good enough. You roam through a couple tent flaps use your improved sniffing skills from a cat to be able to distinguish between the rosewood smell of the incense into more of a perfumed, what you remember her scent being, and you come into a room and you find her there with a couple other ladies in waiting, so to speak.
I don't say, what's up, ladies?
You can't be here. This is private only for the girl. You are not betrothed to her. You cannot see her in this condition. Go now.
I have some bad news for you.
We'll tell it to the master.
The master is kind of dead.
No. Oh, what has happened to us? Oh, please, great Lord, show your mercy upon us. No, what has
I'm not here to hurt you.
We did not assume such. We assumed that the villagers had caught up and had slain.
Yeah, they told us that.
How did he die? What was the manner of his death?
Yeah, the village come up and kill him.
Oh, I told him whatever harebrained scheme he had would not work. It's best to go and just let our fair lady take her odds with the others to see who gets fed to the dragon. This was a harebrained scheme. I do not know what he had planned to do. It's so bad. And the daughter goes, no, he had my best interest in heart. I know that he really wanted me to live. My father is dead. What am I going to do now? No. They're wailing and crying and effusing.
I'm gonna say, if you want to survive, follow me, and I can help you out of.
You live, come with me. Get in the chopper.
Yeah. And I'm gonna reach my hand out and wait to the ones that wanna live, and
they will come.
And follow out of the tail stealthily.
Okay. All right, and you start leading them out. I'm going to skip you to the two guards.
Yeah,
outside.
sure.
It is now their turn. They drop their weapons. And that is their action, giving Scribe, hidden behind one, unseen. What would you like to do, Scribe?
They dropped their weapons?
Yes. Because Oral pleaded with them, and they weren't necessarily in on this. They're the outdoor guards, the sentries. The ones inside were the elite. You do what I tell you, guards.
Okay.
But still, what would you like to do? They would have defended their master if they had went better. They would.
Yeah. I'm not gonna move around in front of them, but from behind the one guy, I'm gonna place my sword on his shoulder next to his neck, and I'll say that's the smartest thing the two of you could have done. And then I'll wave my sword away and say, "You can leave now."
Thank you for sparing our lives.
Thank Oral.
They look over at you, Oral, and be like, "Oh, you're so noble, so beneficial. You're so grateful. Please allow us to serve you." They start to prostrate themselves before you.
I think I said leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our very moral Oral.
Yes, sir. Unless you don't want us to leave. They look pointedly at you, Oral.
I mean, you see Oral is kind of taken a bit aback from this sudden, so, I don't know, allegiance, I guess. He's like, I mean, you don't really have to. I mean, if you just want to leave, you can do so, as Scribe told you.
We wish to serve you.
Oral, send them away before I get annoyed with them.
Yeah, I guess it's for the best. I mean, it's not often that she's improving, but it's not often that she's so smart. So I guess I shall take the opportunity and.
Hey, wait a second. His daughter is supposedly around here somewhere, and the villagers aren't too keen on this guy's family. Wouldn't it be helpful if we have to go away that she'd have some protection, because we kind of just dispatched his personal guard?
Well, we'll take her with us when we leave.
You want to take the woman to the dragon?
No, when
And
we leave the area.
yeah, okay. And who's going to watch her while we are fighting the dragon?
Well, Adrian has a point.
If you want to drop out of initiative, since there's no more threat at this point in time, mist will appear from the inner circles of the tent flaps. With you have learned to learn her name is Ariel, and two ladies in waiting, a little older women than her, in their late 20s.
Do you have some antitoxin? We all seem to be poisoned.
Not that I am aware of. I do not know things like that. I am more interested in the finer arts, dancing, sewing, the making of this linen that we make our tents with. You know, useful things like that.
Antitoxin is usually pretty useful.
Yeah.
Father was the one who dealt with the sand scorpions and such like that. Being a goat herder leaves much free time. Goats pretty much take care of themselves.
Where do he have his stuff? His poisons? Where do he have this?
Maybe in his room he keeps stuff like that. Also back at the Oasis, he has shop there where he do most of his work.
Well, let's look at his workshop here, and then maybe we'll go back to the Oasis.
Yeah,
we should be able to figure something out.
I'm a professor with poison tools, so do I can find antitoxins better?
I'm gonna say you would definitely notice it when you saw it.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to look for it then.
Alright. What do you all... So you sent the... did you send the two guards away, or are you going to have them stay with Lady Ariel?
Yeah, we'll let them stay and guard her for the time being.
Okay.
Plus the two others, right?
They could be useful.
Yeah, the three girls, right?
And the two ladies in waiting.
Yeah.
All right, so they will stay in this big room and guide her. One of the guards will cover her father with a sheet and ask if it would be okay if he removed the bodies and take them out into the desert.
Not yet. Let me. I want to inspect the guy's body first. See if maybe he has an antitoxin on him before we drag him out to the desert.
Okay. You ransack his body, and you will find, obviously, a scimitar. You will also find a silver dagger and a potion of healing, regular variety, mundane, and a pouch with 50 platinum pieces. The guards will have scimitars.
All right.
The guards will have scimitars and a pouch with 10 gold each.
There were 3 guards, you said?
3 dead ones, 2 live ones if you'd like to search them.
Not really.
Okay.
Do you bury people around here, or who do you go about dealing with your dead?
Generally, we burn them. I'm not sure if it's our cultural tradition or something we have adopted because of Pyros Rouge, but it is our custom at the time. It is the only one I know of. I'm so verklempt.
So the dragon's name is Red Fire?
Pretty much, yeah.
Is that a bad name for dragon? I do not know. I mean, what do you call your dragon?
Usually something along that lines, unless they're a green dragon, then it's, green poison, or a black dragon, knight's acid, things like that. They have their own names, but it's really long and complicated, and it usually ends up having, a dozen or so descriptors within the name. And he starts talking about, starts on a speech talking about the, linguistics of Draconic versus the common tongue.
I thought about naming him Few de Bois, but no woods around, so I did not. All right, so y'all can ransack the whole tent.
Doesn't Oral have an ability to dispel poison?
He does. Cleansing touch, I believe.
No, that's for spells, but he can remove poison with the Leon. I think Leon hands can be used to remove poison.
I know 5 points will cure disease. Does it cure poison too?
Yeah, I think it does.
Poison and disease, I'm pretty sure.
You can spend 5 hit points from your pool of healing to cure the target of 1 disease or neutralize 1 poison affecting it.
That'll work.
Okay.
Before
So
we
I guess he.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying I guess he will use that on each of us until we are all cured from the poison.
So you only consume 20 points.
What about Matilda, or what her name is?
Oh, yeah, 25.
As well?
Oh, sure.
Huh? Wow. Okay. So you do that. Everybody give me a perception check.
Is that before or after?
After.
25.
Natural 1.
17.
Yeah.
15.
Anybody with over a 15 will start.
I have a 15.
All right, then that 15 and over
Okay.
will start to hear sounds outside of people, and if you'll see lights coming across the desert. The townsfolk are starting to draw near, and there's a lot of them.
I asked.
And with that sound shakes and rumbles.
I asked my party members about, do I need to run out and hide the ladies? They have double travel speed with me, right?
Yeah.
I say the 2 ladies should take the travel. They can kind of guard each other. They can go hide themselves, and you stay with us as a fighter, and we just take the dragon on head on. That's my suggestion.
But there's a lot of people coming.
Damn, they're more persistent than I thought they will be.
Yeah, that is a mob, right? They're coming to
There's
us.
a mob, yeah. There's a whole bunch. And what do you mean persistent? They think that if you go up there and disrupt the dragon, they're all going to get wiped out. Of course they're persistent. Not like, we tried.
I guess we shall get moving then before they reach us. We should be able to pace them, especially given Mrs. skill when it's about marking.
Only up to 10 persons.
It's just going to be the 6 of us.
Yeah, plus the ladies, right? Just make sure they don't get killed by the... Yeah, so I could bring the 4 girls and us, right? How many are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6. We are 5 plus the lady that was coming with us from the start, so 6. And I don't know. There's the 2 guards, and I don't know the ladies in the tank. How many there were? There was the daughter, the older lady, and I don't know the
2 older ladies.
So we could bring older ladies, late 20s. It's not old, but yeah.
I said older. I didn't say old.
Yeah.
Just FYI, for the Eastern Orthodox faith, the youngest I could date would be 29. So.
Okay. I'm gonna bring. Are we running or? Yeah, I bring the ladies and try to shoot them away with one of the guards and our party, if our party is growing or not. Just
So
left
you
one
want
guard
to bring these civilians into
away
the
from the
dragon.
mob. Away from the mob,
Okay.
not to the thing. Away from the mob.
Okay. Yeah, go, run.
I was going to turn to the is like, there's any place where you can hide from them while we deal with the dragon problem?
Probably best idea to get away before we turn until the mob come and kill us. Or kill them, at least. But, yeah, just me.
Scribe's going to go outside.
Yeah,
The
I'm
mob's
going
not,
outside.
the mob's not going to kill me, and I don't necessarily have to kill any of them.
Are you just looking like a Mortal Kombat thing? Like, dun 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 dun, dun and just go out there and punch them all? Like 50 fucking kilometers and just beat them down to the ground?
No, Scribe's not going to do that.
Okay.
She's not going to engage him.
I'm gonna run out with the trolls.
I'm a shadow monk with spellcasting abilities. I can just pop around all over the hillside and throw stuff at them to scare them to death. And they'll never even see me or anything.
I like the Mortal Kombat idea better. It's
Well, yeah, but Oral has this thing about me killing everybody, so, you know.
After all, she kind of likes him.
Are you ready for this?
And he's so annoying.
So Adron is outside, and so you can see the big mob of torch and scimitar wielding people.
Yeah, you can see them coming.
I mean, again, I guess we could also just get the car we got to, like, get here and just leave and not pace them as we did last time.
How far away are they?
You just
A few hundred yards.
Okay,
have
so
some
you can just
behind
wait
the
and
solid block.
drop a fireball on them.
that's like 600 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miss is,
You have a couple minutes before they get here, so you could a couple minutes to do something.
yeah.
It's
Miss
not like, hey, we're going to dig a ditch. No, you don't have time for that, but you have time for whatever.
I'm
Can we
gonna
just
try.
leave?
Black. The stars are beautiful.
I'm gonna try to leave with the trolls
Alright,
with
where
a
do you wanna
rope tied around me so that they know where I am, and stealth out backwards
go? Towards where?
away from the mob.
You
I don't
wanna
know what that way, but
skirt the side of the mountain / volcano.
yeah, sure, let's do that.
I'm just going to do a minor illusion of a dragon roar. If it's close enough and loud enough, maybe it'll scare these idiots off.
You need a deception check with advantage.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Let's see. 26.
You see a bunch of them. Pretty much they all duck, cover, go flat, prone. Looking, scrambling for, say, a boulder or any sort of cover to hide behind, but it is a desert. So it's a rocky desert, not like sand dunes, Egypt rocky, sandy desert, but more of West Coast America rocks. And
Yeah.
Which you just made it out west. I made it out west. Was that not fucking fascinating out there? Oh my god.
Yeah, as far as the geography goes, my favorite part was probably Utah. I actually liked Utah more than I did the Grand Canyon.
I wouldn't say that, but we went through like 70 miles of Utah without passing a freaking gas station.
Oh, yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, there's nothing.
The most desolate land, I think, was Utah.
Well, see, we got out in Utah a couple of times, and kind of went out in the land, so maybe that's why I liked it better than the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon was just a great big giant hole in the ground. Utah to me was like I was down in the hole, or sort of.
It was a breathtaking hole in the ground. I swear to God, I've never seen anything so amazing in my life. It was.
Did you go to the glass walkway over the canyon?
No, we didn't want to pay like $50 or something.
No, it don't. If you ever go back, don't. It's the biggest waste of time and money. There's like more security there than there is in the White House. Like, yeah, they won't let anybody in. There's all this security just for the glass walkway. You can't take a camera. You can't even take a camera or nothing.
Phone? I took my phone.
No,
that's why I took it. No,
you can't do that.
Oh,
But they'll take pictures for you and sell you like $25 a picture if you want a picture of you out on the glass walkway.
Glad I didn't. Thank you. We just Googled it and it was like $45 to $50 a person. And you're like, not that impressive.
Yeah, it's not. And it's actually not that good a sight to see the canyon in either, honestly.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm talking like Four Corners area. I'm talking just desolate rocks and ravines.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. Nothing. But some of them will find a boulder or something to string on it, but they are all hitting the dirt, taking cover. They believe that Pyros Rouge is stirring. And will, just FYI, not stir for a while.
Okay. At least that gives us time to get away or whatever.
Yeah, I guess we'll take the opportunity with distraction and try to sleep away. Get the lead on them.
Mm-hmm. Where would you like to get away to? Mist is skirting the foot of the mountain with the Lady Ariel and her two ladies in waiting.
And Minta, if she also follow, they up to her. Yeah.
He's going towards another mountain?
No, he's just skirting along the side of this big, huge mountain. It's miles around at its base.
I guess we'll go in the same direction because I don't really think we need or we want to split.
Okay, everybody in favor of this? Like, okay, let's just follow me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I asked this young lady. She's young, apparently fairly attractive, though her dad's dead. She's got some money and stuff. Does she have like a boyfriend or somebody, a guy who's seriously interested in her?
Well, we're not able to get married until we have passed our 18th birthday, in which case we are then too old for the lottery for Pyros Rouge. Then we are allowed to get married. I do believe I still have 2 more years before I'm capable.
Congratulations, you're 18 years old. No, I'm almost positive that you're 18 right now. You just turned 18. Congratulations.
The villagers, they know how old I am. But I believe that Saladin is kept his eye on me. He is a wealthy goat herder as well. I do believe I will make his second wife.
Or you could join me in my rescue in Rusty.
Do you want to actually marry him?
He is a wealthy man. There could be worse things. But
she can figure that. She can figure that out later. I'm just trying to find a place for them to go right now where she'll be safe, so we can go deal with the dragon situation instead of running from these idiots all the time.
I know I cannot. If I go back to Saladin now, then they will simply they probably won't even do a lottery and just send me up to the Dragon Den.
Okay.
Bound and tied. Like, take me there. If I go back to
you're a local girl. Surely when you were a little kid, you like played around here and you knew of hiding spots and stuff like that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I guess we should look for some natural refuge and just let them there.
Yeah.
Until
we... Yeah.
We could hide for a while, but without food and water here on the side of this mountain, we cannot last more than a couple days before we will have to go back to the village.
We are bad in couple days.
If we've not been Yeah, if we're not back in a couple of days, we're dead. Okay, well, I might still come back in a couple of days and be dead, but still.
What?
Then go to the village. Don't worry about it.
Yes, here, follow us, and we will take you to where we hide, and so that you will know where we are. So that if you are successful in killing dragon, you come back in and get us. I go with you then. If you
Sure.
not kill dragon, then I have nothing but to do but to go back to village and let my ladies here and the two guards, who the fuck naming them, will at least be able to live on, and I will take what I must, because there will be in 2 days there will have been a sacrifice, or Pyros Rouge will have slain many people, so they will have sacrificed somebody, taken somebody up there. But I can guarantee you that I will not live to see the next Lost Raid. I will be chosen, and next year then I will be sacrificed.
Well, that's very noble of you, I guess. But fear not, we will come back.
I'm sure. It's not like I haven't heard that. Every decade or so, a new group of people come, try to save the dragon, wind up dead, dragon come down, burn lots of us. We started to keep the dragons down, as so the stories go, and we stopped a few of you from going.
Did you actually see the people coming, or
A while ago, we did have some people come to try to kill the dragon, and the villagers did keep them from going up to the dragon.
Well, this time we have the morning law with us, so with his assistance, we shall be victorious.
Whose assistant?
The Morning Lord.
The morning.
It's another name for Elephander.
The who?
It's
He's
a god he
God.
worships.
it's a made-up god?
Oh, I hope you will make up. Help. Ooh. Bless you all.
Hey, he's not made up. You have seen him doing great things already.
Yeah, how can there be atheists in D&D? That's all I'm saying, you know? I mean, come on.
I'm not an atheist. I just believe in spirits.
You can believe they're not really gods.
Fair enough.
Yes, very powerful creatures.
Fucking ancient aliens, man. I'm not
It's
saying
always
it
ancient
was
aliens.
aliens that built the pyramids, but it was aliens. Because I once watched an episode of Ancient Aliens where the motherfucker said that the reason we had centaurs and satyrs and nagas and all these half snake, half person, half horse, half person, half unicorn, half person, half fucking elephant, half person thing was because that the ancient aliens would use bioengineering because they needed somebody who could do the work of a horse yet had the mental capacity of a human and the hands and manipulation of a human. That's why we have centaurs. And I'm just sitting there thinking, hello, if they were that fucking advanced, why wouldn't they just build a fucking bulldozer instead? That's all I'm saying.
It just it depends on the direction your technology pushed. I mean, if it went to mechanicals, then you would use a machine. If you were better at bioengineering for whatever reason, then you would build a being, especially one that can reproduce. I don't think it was aliens. Just to state that at the beginning, I think that's just all stories people made up. But
Throwback believes in aliens.
But it was aliens.
I believe in a lot of things.
All right.
So we gonna hide the girls
All
and
right.
go up the mountain?
You stash the girls. They show you where they have. It's a nice little cleft type thing. It's not really a cave, but it does go back a little bit. The ground shakes. dust falls from the ceiling. She's like, no, don't worry. This happens all the time. I played hide and seek here. It is large enough and unknown to almost everyone in the village. We'd be okay.
Hope that's
We'd be
true.
here 2 days. This is where we be. In 2 days, we no longer be here. And I will be dead.
Okay. I'm
Well-
gonna give them some food and water.
Oh, bless you, lion man.
If all of us get killed and you can get out of here and make your way back to Illumina, go to the Unnamed Adventurers Guild and look me up. I should be there by then.
And how do you suppose they cross the ocean?
Where?
Boats?
What's a boat? What's an ocean?
On the map where we are on the mountain, there's actually a mountain range. We're on the other side of a mountain range. They have
Oh, really? I'm sorry. I thought it was a lone mountain in the middle of the desert. My bad.
Yeah, there's a whole mountain range divide, and then there's grass on the other side, desert, and then there's a grass patch on the other side. That's the way the map looks. There's a mountain range that covers the whole side. They can't reach the sea. They have to. We're somewhere in the middle of the desert, and they either have to go like 3 weeks north or 3 weeks south to reach the ocean. That's where we are on the map.
Did you show her a map? Because she doesn't have one, and probably had never seen one.
No, because I didn't save that map that was in the chat.
Let's go kill the dragon.
Yeah, so you give her directions. 3 weeks that way. Find the boat. Somebody to sail you to Illumina. Right. If they're a ship captain, they know where Illumina is, right? That's what the directions you give her. All right. So now, what would y'all like to do that you have stashed Lady Ariel and her ladies in waiting? Do you leave the 2 guards with her as well?
Yeah, they won't be much help to the dragon.
Yeah.
Dragon fodder.
Yeah, that way they have some protection.
I'm going to tell this to Oral specifically, but everybody else can hear me. It's like, Oral, if I get killed here, leave the body. But if you can, take my belongings. Just take them back to Illumina with you.
Okay, well, let's hope you don't actually die in here. Let's try that first. But if worse comes to worse, I don't exactly know why you're asking me of this, but I guess you'll have your own reasons.
Well,
Again, die again. Heaven forbid we not forget. Scribes died 1,000,000 times.
That's the
I haven't died a million times.
Dying.
Yeah, that's kind of her thing for some reason. It's, to be honest, it gives me a bit the creeps, but I guess after all, she's a fine girl.
Well, it's complicated. I don't know exactly what will happen this time if I die. Because, okay, if I die, normally I come back in another body. But this time I'm also wearing a ring of mind shielding. And technically, if you die while you're wearing a ring of mind shielding, your soul goes into the ring. So I'm not sure what will happen this time.
Well, I'll make sure I take that ring then, just in case.
Okay.
So let's go to the mountain. So I
hope to God it's still not night time.
I tell them if they travel across the sea, go to a place called Starfall and ask for help to get to Illumina.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, all right, so you all leave them stashed, directions how to get there.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
We just go in the hole in the in the volcano.
You climb up the mountain to the crevice.
Why not?
to the caldera? That's a good question. Why not?
Why not? It's up to the other people about what they want to do.
Yeah.
Why don't we have
Actually-
the speed demon run around a couple times and see if they can find a hole for us to go into rather than climbing up to the top and then dropping down into the bottom and having to climb the whole way down. Plate armor, and that's kind of hard.
I actually was going to bring up, do we actually have any kind of tactical strategy for when we finally get to the dragon? Because, I mean,
Miss just gonna run to find a way while you to taught strategy because he don't want to be in that destruction.
Yeah.
Here's our strategy. Take sword, stick it in dragon. Reap it.
Yeah.
but those things
And
can fly, and that can be quite, well,
Yeah. While we're
Hmm.
traveling, can you tell me when it's dawn?
Oh, it's about midnight now.
Okay.
at dawn, we fight.
Can
Well,
Can I-
because at dawn I have to make a dice roll.
A what?
My staff recovery charges at dawn, so once we hit dawn, my staff gains charges back.
Okay.
So if we are still walking while that happens, I'd like to know if
Yeah.
it happens before the fight. If it happens during, that'd probably be even better.
All right. Just keep reminding me every once in a while. But at the moment, I'm calling it midnight.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tana made a survival jet to see about is there any way to get inside the mountains beside the top?
All right. You want to, like you said, do some scouting around, look around while they're sitting there talking about how to kill the dragon?
Yep.
Roll it. I'll allow it.
The survival?
Yep.
16 on the die, and I have, because I am a scout, so 25.
Wow. It's impressive. When you're running around, and I just see cats is sniffing almost like dogs. Cats do have a sense of smell, almost the equivalent.
I'm a lion, not a cat, but feline. You should call me a feline, that's okay.
Oh, it's potato.
Yeah.
The feline, since you're a feline, I see you sniffing around. You get a good sense of magma from a direction. You think that if you all climbed up this area, a little treacherous, there's probably a shaft there that will lead directly to the heart of the volcano. Just looking around, you can see it's a little obsidian-like cake, like there's been some fresh lava flow down through here. So there's probably a shaft. You think you found one, a way into it?
I'm gonna check it out, and if it's worth going, I'm gonna go back if there's a way in.
All right, it'll take you about an hour to get there.
Yeah.
Well, for
Just
you,
remember
but-
my time is half.
Yeah, maybe less than. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
a half hour then for you.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, you can get there, and there's a large cave opening, and you get to smell sulfur, and it's slightly descending down. It is almost smooth, circular, and you can see a little bit of red glow near the end, as if there probably is some lava there or something.
The question, do I need to stealth in to look? No, I probably don't want to do that.
And the
So
tunnel goes
how far?
very smooth and circular, and it goes quite far, very, very far in, and you can just
Okay.
at the limit catch a red glow in it.
Okay.
And
I'm
it
gonna
smells
turn
distinctive
back.
sulfur.
I'm gonna turn back then. I say,
Yeah, so you scroll back down the mountain for a bit.
Yeah.
Scrabbling over some loose rocks. You have a climb speed, so for you it's not so difficult because some of the climb is a little treacherous.
yeah, my climb speed is 40 feet, so.
Okay. So yeah, you're still quite fine, and you make it back down there. And they've been talking about plans to kill the dragon. You all can either talk about strategy to kill the dragon, or you just hand wave and say you all been talking about climbing, killing the dragon for a while. When Mist comes in, your choice.
Well, Mist disappeared, so I'm going to take it for granted he was out scouting around. So what did you find?
I found a large tunnel that going down, and there was some red,
It was
shiny red.
sloping down. It wasn't like
Yeah.
straight down.
I try to tell them that.
Maybe even there was a bit of smoke coming out, like a chin.
Yeah. Okay.
Looked forbidden, foreboding.
So I think I found some lava. I don't know what lava is, but I found something hot or smoky. If I describe it, I'd probably know what it is. But I don't know. It's a dwarf.
Melted rock. Yeah, it's probably it.
That sounds like an entrance to me.
Well, I guess if the dragon is like in the mountain itself, yeah, looks like a good way to start looking through.
When we get to the mouth of the cave, let me cast again so that we can be sure to be able to communicate.
All right, let's say it's 30 at this time, and if everybody but who doesn't have a climb speed would give me an athletics check. Some of the things are a little difficult heading up there.
Okay.
Is that everybody but
Mist. But Mist, he gonna help the ones that's bad to climbing if there's someone.
Well, technically we all have a climb speed. We just may not be good at it.
Oh, well, okay, fair enough. 13. Oh, throw that.
Ooh.
Thorak, you're going to stumble and fall down at one point in time, taking 4 bludgeoning damage.
All right. 4 damage.
You
I'm
got
not gonna
a fucking
climb.
plus 15 athletics check? Are you fucking shitting me?
Yep.
God damn.
He is the strongest elf ever. He's also the least graceful elf ever.
Yeah. He's like totally the opposite of what you will expect for
How do you
someone
even
with
get a
Elvis
plus
heritage.
15? You're a straight paladin. You don't have
Yep.
expertise or anything?
Brony fit.
Huh?
It's because of the brony fit.
Brawny.
Oh.
It's UA feat.
Okay, I'm unfamiliar with it.
Still base feet.
Yeah, every skill has an associated feat that will give you proficiency and a bonus skill. He has proficiency in that, and he can carry double his weight capacity.
It's technically not expertise, but it basically acts as expertise.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah, it gives you double proficiency on a.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're already proficient, it gives you double proficiency.
Okay.
If
Well,
you're not,
fucking
it just
handy.
gives you the normal proficiency.
Alright, Muriel made it. That just leaves me with Adrian.
I rolled a 15.
Oh, there you are. Who am I missing then? Scribe. Do you have a climb speed, Scribe?
I'm not climbing. I'm just going to shadow step up my way up.
Okay, anything's a little too treacherous, you'll just... Okay.
Yeah, I can bonus action shadow step 60 feet at a time.
Oh, that's unlimited? I thought it was limited.
Nope. Not as long as I'm in darkness, and you said it was night.
It is night. It is dark. Okay, it'll be about 1:30 a.m. by the time you all get there. And it'll be the top is about 15 feet diameter, almost perfectly circular. It'll be gently sloping down, and it'll be smooth to the touch.
Stealth. It's my first thing to think of.
Down ahead, several hundred yards away, at the extent of where you can really see, you see a slight red glow.
Yeah. Thrower did test a spell, right? 10 minutes in.
Yeah, I'd ritual cast telepathic bond so that we can speak as long as we're alive, I think, on the
I
same
thought it
plane
lasted.
of
Didn't
existence.
it last an hour?
Yeah, he casted it again.
Yeah, I would recast it.
Okay.
And you can communicate with that group of people as long as you're within the same plane.
Okay.
Does anyone have pass without trace? So maybe this thing won't know we're coming.
I don't.
That's a
Round
ranger
shape,
only spell.
earthquake.
I can do it, but I hate the... Okay, I'm going to burn 2 key points, and I was hoping one of the spellcasters who had lots of slots would have it. I'll burn 2 key points and cast without trace on everybody in the party. For the next hour, as long as I concentrate, everybody has a +10 to their stealth, and they can't be tracked by anything other than magical means.
I'm assuming, Javier, did that include your +10? Nope. Okay.
No, I didn't roll yet. Let me.
It disappears from existence.
So okay, Oral gets 22 self with the
He is so hidden, everybody forgets about him.
Oh, holy crap. With a +10, I got a 42 stealth.
Fine.
I have 38.
About Scribe.
We're gone.
Missed
We walked
it
into
about
each other.
Scribe.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
we
we don't know
forgot. We forgot you even existed.
Hell, I was starting to feel kind of good about that 16 right there with +10.
You all sneak cautiously and clearly down the corridor, except for Mist and Scribe, who just blink out of existence and appear whenever they feel like it.
Yeah. I'm casting a spell on myself.
What would it be?
Protection from energy fire. It's a concentration up to an hour.
Is Rory's telepathic bonds not concentration?
I don't have the whole... It's not concentration, and
Okay.
I was on the one that cast it.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I missed it. But it's not concentration anyway?
No, it's not.
No.
It's just ritual.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, it just lasts an hour, I think.
So y'all venture down into this hole. Just creeping.
I think me as Stripe is thrown in front, right? And shouting.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like they know.
Yeah, like we...
Well, yeah, but we can communicate telepathically. So,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Everyone's
Wait.
remind them of your existence.
yeah, we can say, "Oh my God, everybody run!" if we have to.
Yeah.
And this is one of the ones where
Before we go further ring,
as
I
you
would like to.
the red glow, it starts to get into focus a little more, and you see that it's a riverbed of lava crossing the whole thing, extending across the entire 20 feet long, going off into the distance as well. It's like the lava is flowing through and just into the rock, kind of melting along, chugging along across this round tunnel.
How wide is it?
Feet long, so it's just like 20 feet of the floor is lava. And you see, like bathing in it, you see 2 reptilian, glowing red salamanders. Lack of a better word.
Yes. Scribe's going to let the rest of the party know that this is up here.
How far away are... How close are they together, and how far are they away from the entrance?
They are, let's say, either on either side of the tunnel in the middle of the lava flow. So say 10 feet from the edge of the lava, 10 more feet of lava to go behind them. And each of them is on one side of the tunnel, right and left. So they're 15 feet apart.
Okay.
In the middle of the lava, and depending on their passive perception, will tell you how far away they are. How far would you like them to be before you all like to do anything?
60 feet.
They
And
are,
hopefully no one's in front of me.
they are 60 feet away.
If you tell us not to be in front of you, we cannot be in front.
I telepathically tell you I am going to be casting Cone of Gold.
Wait a second. Just before we go in and well get into the thick of it and danger, would anyone like to have a second chance?
Have a what?
A second chance, like
Then
you
what?
know, in case you suffer in the battle and you feel that darkness is taking over you. The energy of the monologue will fill your head with hope and push you to, well, keep you fighting again, at least for a bit more.
Probably one of the wizards.
Probably Adrin. I would say if someone needs to be kept alive, it would probably be Adrin.
So it be, and then Orl's going to go over him and touch him and cast Death Ward on Adrin.
Does that require
Nope. It lasts 8 hours. It's on concentration.
verbal?
A burble.
Yeah.
It actually does. Burble
Everything
and somatic.
pretty much.
But you can whisper a spell.
Yeah, you can still do it quietly.
Yeah.
What I would ask for in this case is a deception check to see how quiet you are.
Deception?
Yeah.
Orl is not too good at deception.
Wouldn't it be stealth because he's trying to hide the...
I'll allow that instead. Your choice.
It's worse, right?
I don't know. What's
Well,
best? Atlas?
Gets passive penetration on spell check on stealth. So
Yeah, that's true.
It sounds a disadvantage. Let's do this stuff.
I would allow stealth.
That could be a 19
Okay.
with the positive dodge race.
You whisper the spell, Death Ward. Cool.
Mist tried to get on the other side of the lava pool, because the other side is the way we need to go, right?
That is correct. How are you going to cross a 20-foot stream of lava?
Climb the wall.
As you approach within 10 feet of the lava, you start to feel extremely hot.
Okay.
And as you get closer,
is he
it gets
going
hotter and
in
hotter
front
and
of
hotter.
me?
Huh?
Yes, he is.
If he goes in front of me, he's going to be flash frozen.
How?
Because I am casting Cone of Cold, which will...
I'm not waiting on you to come up to me and cast Flash of Cold.
No, they told me to wait. I was just going to do it. It would make the lava flow solid and get the salamanders. So, if we're ready, I am going to Cone of Cold, which is a 60-foot cone, which will, from myself, it will freeze the top. It will burn the top layer of the lava flow solid rock, as well as get the salamanders in it.
It'll definitely get the salamanders in it. But I do believe that it'll have an effect on the lava flow, but I'm not sure if it'll freeze it solid. Does it say?
Well, it will cool because
It'll definitely cool. It'll have an effect. I agree.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but it's,
For how long? We would
it's,
know.
Yeah.
it's flowing lava. I mean,
it's
even
lava.
if it froze it solid, other lava coming out the side's just going to pour over it.
Yeah. I thought it would temporarily make a bridge.
It does sound legitimate. I do like that as an idea, though. It would have an effect. It will have an effect. Yes, it will. It definitely will. All right, how would
Few
y'all like to do
seconds.
it? Do you want to roll an initiative and just start whenever dude starts, or
The salamanders make
or
DC
would you rather
19
just have it as a pre-initiative? He does this, which then sets everybody to rolling initiative and their reactions to his going.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, we can do it that way.
Like everybody's just like, all right, we're all standing behind you, wait for you to do, and then we roll initiative and everybody acts in accordance.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and what's the thing? Do I have con saves? What's the deal?
It's a Constitution save, and I did 37 points of cold damage. If they make the Constitution save, they take half.
I got a 16 and a 14 on the die. Their con is not enough. You are Adrian, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So they take 37, you said?
Yeah, and if they have vulnerability, it's doubled.
They do. All right. They are not dead,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
just they've had better days. And the lava flow is temporary. It's solid rock at the moment. Everybody, do we have initiative rolls up in the window yet?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, there we go. Oh, I should roll theirs too. They're still alive, barely. Ooh, a 9 and a 7. Do they have a dex modifier? 11 and 9 then. Alright, let's see here. First up, Scribe. What would you like to do?
Well,
60 feet away.
how far away?
They're 60 feet away since you were behind.
Yeah, I was back there with Adrian. I'm going to stay where I'm at for the time being, but the one on the right, I'm going to throw 3 Eldritch Blasts at him.
Okie dokie.
And let's see. I got a 19, 21, and a nat 20.
3 hits.
Okay. "21 points of force damage."
They were so cold, almost frozen solid, that the one on the right blasts into 1,000 pieces as the force of your Eldritch Blast. What do they look like anyway?
My Eldritch Blasts?
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, Scribe sort of has different Eldritch Blasts. They look like glowing, sort of yellowish glowing throwing daggers. So it looks like just glowing throwing daggers are appearing in her hands as she is hurling them.
Right, then the little ice shards of his frozen body just plop on the ground and start to melt.
And that's all Scribe's going to do. She's staying back for the time being.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, Oral, what would you like to do?
You sit 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's going to...
You could be closer if you want. You'll just have to make a con save.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
He's going to take out his Javelin of the Titan and try to aim into the, only Salamander that's left.
Javelin Titan sounds spiffy. What does it do?
It's some magical javelin. Basically, it's like a blaster weapon, and when you throw it, it kind of mid-flight it grows and becomes like a large. I mean, like if it was a weapon for a large size mid-flight, and it does instead of a normal javelin, it does 2d6 person and has like a range of 60 and 180 for the long one.
When it turns into a ballista.
And when it hits,
wow, cool.
I mean, it's if we were outside, that's not applying here because under cover. But when it hits, it kind of calls like if we were out in the open, it calls like a ball of lightning that hits on it. So it hits like aside from the attack, you have like ball hitting in the spot it lands, and the javelin itself. After hitting, whether inside or outside, that works always. It turns to lightning itself and goes like to its normal size and lightning and goes back to the hand of the thrower. So it has to land somewhere for that to take effect.
I like it. Roll your attack. I'm assuming it's still close range.
Yeah, 60 is just like the limit of the close range for this one. So that's normal attack. That's low. 15 to hit.
That is exactly what you needed.
Okay, so that does 13% damage.
All right. No, no, no. Somebody speak. No, this is Ignan, not Primordial. Anybody speak Ignan?
Ignan is part of Primordial.
Oh,
It's
then
a
you hear-
dialect.
Okay, then you hear cursing. Curse you! I shall burn you alive!
And as soon as the javelin goes back to him, he's going to get ready for a second throw. So
You can make multiple attacks with that thing then, can't you?
Yeah.
Roll it.
and that's going to be a 17 this time. So
Finish
the
it
go
off.
hit you. And the damage is the same, 13 again.
Anything else for you?
Not really. He's staying put for the moment next to the rest of the grab.
And this one, because it's not a force, it's a blasting damage, he melts and liquid magma starts spewing out from him as he, like a balloon being deflated, and falls down into a puddle onto the now solid floor. All right, so that's all for you, Throwback. What would you like to do? They're both dead.
Throck's going to spend this round running to try and get across the try and get to the bridge. Obviously, he can't get across it since he's only got a 25-foot movement speed. So
that's a 50-foot dash?
So 50 foot with a dash.
So you're 10 feet away from the edge of the thing at the end of your round.
Yep.
All right. No bonus actions or item interactions or anything?
No.
No. Cool.
How much more? How much more do we need to travel across lava?
Question? I mean, huh?
Well, how much more? Is there a bridge all the way across to the next part of the cave?
There is a temporary thing where it has been frozen over due to the cone of cold.
Yes.
How long that'll last, you're not sure. It doesn't look very long.
Yeah.
It's already starting to become a little less solid as we go along, but it's still solid at the moment, enough to run and not be injured by. What else do you want to know?
The pathway, like, how much? Like, I assume there's another cave on the other side that we're trying to get.
Let's just say it continues. The whole tunnel continues and veers off as far as you know.
Yeah. So, is there a part that's still lava that we have to travel across? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Not that you see.
Okay. Then I'm just going to Blade Song and Dash. That gives me 80 feet.
All right, 80 feet. You can get right to the edge of it. I mean, by edge of it, the other edge of it. So you'll cross it and just be right on the edge of it.
Yeah.
That would be Adrian, right?
Yeah.
So how far is there to get over?
You are 60 feet away from the edge, 20 feet of now frozen over lava.
Okay. I'm gonna use my feline agility to multiply my movement speed, so I have 100 speed now. And I'm gonna move up to throw at and just pit him up, and if I'm allowed, pit him up and...
As long as you're not resisting Throwac?
No.
Alright, so I'll give you 50 feet for that, and then carrying him will put you to half speed for the other 50, giving you another 25 feet.
Yeah, so I use 2 dash action if I need to. I still have dash action.
Right.
Oh, you're just 100 on just your regular movement?
Yeah, already.
Oh, shit. Okay, so it's a dash action. Yeah, okay, you pick them up. How far across would you like to go when you were...
To the corner of the next hole we need to get into.
Okay. Alright, so you want to get far away. When you were checking it to climb earlier before they telepathically yelled at you to get back behind him, you could tell that whenever you got within 10 feet of the lava, it started to get painfully hot.
Oh, yeah.
Assuming you wanted to make it farther than that with Throwac, correct?
Yeah, just so we get into safety, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sit him down, and I'm gonna sit down and just relax to wait on the other people.
Alright. So that's you, miss. And at the end of that, round 1 is over. It is suddenly starting to look red. It is not full strength, but you can feel, Adrian, you can feel the heat on your back if you're standing at the edge of it.
Yeah.
It's starting to get painful. Scribe, what would you like to do? You're still 60 feet away.
I'll use my regular action to run forward 45 feet.
Or your regular movement.
Yeah, my regular movement to run forward 45 feet. And then I'll use my action, I guess, to run forward 5 feet. So that would still be 10 feet from the lava.
Starting
Plus
to
the
get
lava.
painful. Not as
Plus the lava.
been.
Plus the lava's 20 feet wide. So at that point, I'll shadow step 60 feet to the other side.
Be standing
And-
in Proac and mist.
And I should have movement left. I'll keep moving beyond that. I guess sort of kind of looking around just to make sure there's nothing there going to jump out at us.
All right. You will see a lot of, as you come across that bend in the tunnel, you'll start to see strange, like, rats, but they're not regular rats. They're kind of glowing red, like fire rats.
Yeah.
And they kind of scurry away from you. They don't
Okay.
necessarily attack you or anything. They just kind of, they see you and like, scurry away.
Okay. Well, that can be good, actually.
All right. And you do not get any damage from the fire by blasting across like that. Oral, what would you like to do? It is now red, not per se full lava, but it is, the pathway is now like red and glowing hot. What would you like to do?
How long you said the gap was? Like 20 feet?
It is
Like the
you're
lava
still
gap.
60 feet from the edge of the water,
Yeah,
of
we're
the water,
60.
the lava. 20 feet
Mhm.
of lava. You have Throac, Mist, and Scribe already well across. And Adrian is right on the edge, and he's starting to, on his turn, he'll take a little damage, just FYI. It's starting to get
Good
hot.
thing I have protection against fire.
Oh, yeah. You will not.
Okay.
But it is heating more. Like you can tell it's starting to get red, and it will be soon that it will be back to regular.
Can you? I have a question because I don't really know how this exactly works. If you take, like, can you move whatever your movement is and then jump at the end of your movement?
And then
Jump
what?
is a part of your movement.
Yeah.
Meh, that's not gonna work.
So you
It's
did
a
that.
hell of an athletics check. So you can jump like a fucking, like a Mexican jumping bean.
Yeah, but I mean, even with dashing, all his movement is 60, so he could only get to the edge of the. He couldn't get to the edge and jump. Okay, well, Magic to the rescue. He's going to dash 60 feet to get to the edge of the lava flow.
All right. When you start to get 10 feet away, it starts to feel definitely uncomfortable. You know, if you go any farther, it'll hurt. Not as much as it would at full strength, but it'll still hurt. AKA, I'm having the damage this round.
Okay, he's going to use Misty Step to cover like the 30 feet across, and then move the remainder 10 feet to and like 10 feet away from the lava, but in the other side. On the other side.
All right. So you want to move 50 feet to be within 10 feet of the lava, right? And then you're going to step 30, which will take you right at the edge.
Yep.
And then use your remaining 10 feet to walk.
Yeah, to walk away from the lava flow.
Okay. Since you do appear within the 10 feet parameter of either side at one point in time, I am going to roll a damage for you.
Okay.
My D10. Rolling another D10. And that'll be half of what I rolled, so you'll take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay, not too bad.
But then we'll have you moved across away from it. And pretty much everybody else, Throax, you're already across. Dude who missed, you may thank him now. Adrian, at the start of your turn, just FYI. After that will be 2, and you're resistant, so you can then apply that.
So I take 1.
Yeah.
Which my blade thinking my spell concentration is 16. So I auto.
I suppose you're ever going to have to make a concentration check on that.
Yeah, bare minimum of a DC 10, but I have a bare minimum of a roll of 17. So
we're good.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep moving.
And you can move out of that, and that's pretty much everybody now is across.
Yeah.
All right, and as you all move forward, as Scribe has noticed, you see little tunnels carved out here and there, just like mouse holes, and you can see little fire rats, and they scurry away from you into their holes. They're all like regular rats almost, except they're glowing red, like fire, and they're very hot, and you can see that they can burrow and create their burrows and nest through this mountainside via, melting the rock and going through it. So there's fire rats, but they're not, deadly or anything. They're not going to attack you. They're going to flee. Scurry. Like regular rats, they're just made of fire.
Mist gonna just relax one turn so he get his feline agility up again, so he doesn't move one turn.
Just kind of sit there. Give me a breather, fellas. Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. And as you all continue on forward, oh my God, Mariel! I'm just going to go ahead and roll her as she dashes across. And
I thought she was staying back with the.
Oh no, she can't. She comes with you.
Oh, okay.
She'll take 2 points of fire damage.
Okay.
It is very important that I help you. I have received vision. Oh God, I'm talking like that still. Southern accent. Prima donna.
She looked like a vampire from Matthew the Gathering.
It is very important that I stay with you and make sure that this deed is done. I have received a vision from this. It must be done. I must see it done. And she will come with you, and she takes 2 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
Right. So you all continue on a little further. Sneaky, right?
See a fighter, a cleric, a paladin, a little wolfen.
Would you like to talk to her about her abilities?
Yeah. Be good to know and going into the fight what she can bring to it.
I am blessed by St. Cuthbert, our founder and order. He has blessed me with several divine abilities. His strength flows through me.
That would be...
She's a warlock.
Yeah, I know. In 5e D&D, it is a question, and what? It's priest.
Yeah. Priest would be cleric.
Oh, okay. She's cleric. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong term. Anyway, so you all continue on, and then you see a bright glowing up ahead. It is very, very bright and glowing. And as you appear and you get to the edge, you can see that it opens up into a vast cavern. You are 20 feet above the cavern floor as it ends abruptly. And as you look up into it, you can see the night sky ahead. It is a very vast, huge, several hundred feet across, 20 feet down to the floor. In the center of it is a huge caldera, a lake pool. about 50 to 60 feet in radius of lava in the center of it. Straddle around various edges around this, the bottom of this cauldron, which you are 20 feet above. You see piles and piles of gold and gems and other things. Some stalactites overhead. The whole ground shakes and trembles with violent eruptions. Various pools of lava, small 5-foot diameter pools of lava along the edge. Occasionally one of them will speak up into a geyser, spewing lava, and a ripple appears in the middle of the big pool. And with that, we'll wait for part 2. Sorry.
Ooh.
I needed to have some cool stuff and some difficult, like, little things to get you to the dragon. Can't just have you fight a dragon. You have to have little...
Okay.
That's actually very cool. I mean, well, at least I personally find it cooler that just go there, fight the dragon. I think it makes more sense, too, that you have, like, other minor obstacles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Part 2 to be coming up soon enough. Say bye. Or not.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.